Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we're going to be playing some Dark Galaxy Fusion on the ladder. There's nothing like super exciting happening, right? We did just get like one new leak, which is the Maddox skill, which is fine. It's a little bit underwhelming perhaps, but like it's fine. We also have another tournament on today, which is going to be Rushdoll Dynasty, which should be a great time. It's also one of those nice tournaments that is a single elimination that starts at 7 PM for me, which means like it comfortably gets wrapped up by the time I'm really sleepy and want to go to bed. So that kind of event like suits me. So like I'm actually quite excited to play in that as well. But other than that, I mean, what else have we got to talk about, right? Like, RDC's in full swing. We've just had our first week with the new cards. I think most people are quite happy with this meta. The new decks do seem relatively balanced against each other, but are perhaps pushing everything else out, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Fundamentally, we were always going to have this jump in power level at some point. We will probably have another one again in the future, but I think it'll be more like a creep up rather than like a sudden jump. But again, skills always throw a spanner in the works, right? The other thing to take note of is, although these decks are decks that have been in OCG, they don't necessarily play one-to-one how they play in OCG. And the reason for that primarily is the skills, right? Generally in OCG, you have a couple of like setup turns, or at least we did back when these decks first came out, and the games kind of felt a little bit slower, whereas because we have the skills, which do quite a lot for these decks, they get going a lot quicker. So they can suddenly just do like a ridiculous amount of things all out of nowhere, and it can feel a little bit overwhelming. And it does lead to some of the decks feeling very different. So for example, Dark Galaxy never felt that like RNG heavy in OCG. Obviously, you know, Cryosaur is going to do what Cryosaur does, right? Or Chrysaor. It's always going to be a bit of a slot machine. But other than that, the deck still felt pretty consistent, all things considered. But because we have to now compare it to the new Sevens deck, as well as like Galaxy Fusion, which are a lot more consistent. By comparison, it now looks very inconsistent. So it's funny how this works. But let's see who we have in chat. We have Darth Victor. Hey, look, it's a Tomatosaurus. Hello, my friend. We have Monosync in the chat. Hello, Monosync. We should also, while we remember, throw the shout out at Monosync, because we get to do that occasionally now. So there you go, Monosync. There's your shout out. Monosync, absolutely fantastic. Runs the EDO tournaments, runs the Rush Duel Links weekly. Absolutely fantastic guy. I hope you're having a great day, my friend. We have Draco Kid, Ware Koku no Sukiyori. Yep, good. You too, buddy, you too. We also have Famp in the chat. Good evening. Hello, Famp. Welcome. I'm not going to keep reading everything that Draco's saying, but that's fine. Why do Pyro decks hate each other? Can't they just get along? It's Noodle's fault, really. It's because Noodles came out, were really, really fun and engaging, and actually required skill to play. And then Konami went, no, we hate that. Every deck has to be Unga Bunga Go Face, or we hate the game, right? So then they basically put Noodles in the naughty corner, nerfed their skill, slapped a load of limits on them, and then changed every skill and release schedule in the future to directly conflict with Noodles. So unfortunately, they're still in the naughty corner, and they'll be stuck there until the power level of the game gets to an acceptable level where they'll be allowed out of the naughty corner. Basically, when they'll be useless, right? Voidvelg Requiem's chant. Yeah, I'm not memorizing that. I'm also not going to read that out when I summon it. So, leaked Maddox skill is bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's not really much more to say about it, is that? I mean, we'll have a look at it in a minute, but I love the new decks, but I don't enjoy the power creeping, but it's a mobile game, so whatever. The thing is that you have to remember, Mono, is power creeping is always going to be a thing, right? If you're playing Rushdoll OCG, we've just seen a massive power creep with Harpies, right? Now, to be fair, I'm sure you also aren't a fan of that, right? Now that Harpies is like tier 0 in OCG. But this is just a thing that happens in all card games. Even if you have a rotation format, power creep is still something that happens in every single card game. And it makes sense, and in some ways, it's very fun. The issue is when you have an eternal format, power creeping gets more and more completely like absurd to the point where the game doesn't resemble itself anymore. And a good example of this is just TCG, right? Like if you play back in GOAT format and now you try and jump into like 2025 format, that it's not the same game, right? Like you're still normal summon, you're still special summon, everything else is drastically different, right? It's trying to find a nice middle ground, right? Now the issue is going to compound in the fact that because this is a mobile game and we have these skills added in, Konami have the tools they need to fix that problem. If they wanted to, they could buff skills, nerf skills, tweak things to specifically make 100 decks viable, right? They could do that if they want to. I mean, that's being hyperbolic, but they could make it a much more diverse manner. But they choose not to because it's still a mobile gacha game. It's designed to get money out of you. And if you're not getting money or engagement out of you, then they're doing a bad job, right? So, like, I think that's where it gets frustrating, because it's kind of exactly the same thing with the physical card game, right? The physical card game is designed to get money out of your wallet. That is the whole point. And it sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right? Yeah, Dark Galaxy was just in general good with no real RNG behind it. Exactly. So how are you doing tomorrow? I'm doing good. It's a little bit warm, but I live in the UK, so like, if it gets to like 22 degrees Celsius, we're like, oh man, it's so hot today, because we're used to like 16 is our usual. And for anyone in America, I'm not gonna bother translating that to the Fahrenheit. That's a you problem. Mono Mama, true. Dark Galaxy better than Sevens? So, Bill, I would say, in my opinion, Dark Galaxy, if it draws exactly what it needs, exactly when it needs to, if it fundamentally high rolls, it is probably the strongest deck in the game. The issue is, you're not always going to high roll. And when you don't high roll, sometimes the deck feels a bit mid. So, if I was to play 100 games, Dark Galaxy versus Sevens, just because of consistency, I would say Sevens is going to win more of those games. But the games that Dark Galaxy wins, it's going to feel like Sevens never had a chance, right? It's that kind of weird dynamic between the two. Thanks for the first Duel Links stream I can catch after a whole day of sleep. Nice. I mean, getting a whole day of sleep is good. You got to catch up someone, right? In Rush Duels, it's a tie between Dark, Light Galaxy, and Sevens between those three decks. Yeah, exactly. I think Spellcaster is the weakest at the mo, though. I think there is an argument for that, for sure. I think it's not quite as simple as, you know, A deck good, B deck second good, C deck is the weakest. It's more, they all have very interesting matchups into each other, and I don't think it's even as simple as Rock, Paper, Scissors. I don't think it's quite as simple as, like, you know, like Light Galaxy beats Sevens, which beats Dark Galaxy, which beats Light Galaxy, right? It's not quite that simple. It's more, do you draw really well in the games? Do you find what you need to? Have you built your deck in such a way where you have the tools to deal with what your opponents have? It's created quite an interesting, dynamic meta, but it's still just really a 3-deck meta, right? I think Spellcaster is the weakest. That's true. Harpies just power crept a lot of cards. Yes. Who decided Harpies should have 7 contact fusions? Konami. Konami decided that. It was John Konami, I'm pretty sure. Who decided a monster that has 3900 attack and can attack 3 times? That's actually not even the end of the world, in my opinion. I think if you're going to have a big game-ending boss monster, it should do something like that. The issue is how easy it is to get it, because it doesn't need like a fusion spell because it's contact, and you can use basically anything because everything changes its name to Harpy Lady. So it's just like, it's so easy to get access to it and is ridiculous. It's just like, you know, pick your poison. You can't have both, right? I don't like the Mana Boost skill. You're never getting me to call his fake English name. It's horrible. It's bad. Varus for Revolver, like, that makes 0 sense. Instead, skill is amazing. It's one of those things where, again, I've said this before, I will, when streaming or when making videos, I will refer to them with their English names as to not confuse the audience. That is literally all it is. If people boot up the game and it says Maddox and then I say Manabu, they're just going to get confused, right? So that's literally all it is. I personally prefer Manabu. I personally prefer Mitsuko. I personally prefer Zuijo, not Zoijo, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Wait, Duel Links is considered a gacha? Yes, it is very much considered a gacha. That's not the problem, it's the Mets. I mean, it's like, it's gacha adjacent at the very least, right? You could make the argument that a pure gacha has to be completely randomized pulls, and Duel Links technically isn't. But at the very least, it's extremely similar, right? It's not the problem, it's the mats. I mean, yeah, basically. Dark Galaxy is best in OTK. I mean, yes, I think there is a good argument that Dark Galaxy is probably the best OTK deck at the moment, but like, it's like, is it gonna do that consistently, right? That's absolutely the problem. Who's newer, the Fusion or the mats? Again, yes, but the problem isn't, in my opinion, that it has 3900 attack and then it can attack 3 times. It's that it's so easily made, right? So it's not about the materials, it's about how easy it is to make it, and that is a fundamental issue with the card itself, not the materials, right? But I think at that point we're just getting into semantics. For Americans, 71.6. There we go. 23 Celsius right now, by the way, for me. Exactly. I think it's about that here. I can check. We have the technology. It is currently. It's currently 22 where I am. So for me, that's warm. And obviously, I'm shut up in a room as well, like in the old office. So it is what it is. I don't know if I consider it to be gacha. I mean, you can consider it whatever you want. That doesn't mean it's not what it is. you can, call it whatever you want. It's still gacha. You're welcome to my... Oh, I have an app on phone that translates. Nice. Is that Hikari in the chat? Hello, Hikari. Exclamation mark. Hikari in the chat to make sure we give her the shout out. Hope you're having a great time, Hikari. We're going to be playing your deck today. Now, we're not going to be playing the Hikari build. We'll play the build that I've been playing. We might play the Hikari build later, or at least the build that Hikari linked before. So I do want to test out all the differences. I think that it's a lot of value in trying out a lot of different builds, right? Regardless, because you never know, right? You never really know. I really want Yuna's deck in the next box. I love Celebros. I don't know. I mean, we could release Celebros. Like, we could just release it. Fundamentally, it could be in the next box. We're at that stage, and they could just pick and choose archetypes and release them a little bit earlier or a little bit later. It doesn't really matter at this point because we're already at the fusions. They could even go straight to maximums, right? We could get Vocalized Phoenix. We could get Phasers, Abyss, Sea Serpents. They could just do that now, right? We're at that point. The only thing that would be really weird now would be, like, rituals. Like, if they just dropped rituals randomly, that would be like, this is very strange. So Zuijo, but spelled differently. I mean, yeah, but it's pronounced differently, right? Zuijo, Zoijo, right? Zuijo, Zoijo. Like, they're not pronounced the same. Want, exactly, want. Play 3 Chrysaor, 27 level 4 Dark Galaxy. I was actually testing a build that was similar to that, and it actually did really, really well. Like, we actually did play a handful of games where we were basically playing that with, like, a few more bells and whistles, and it did okay, which is very silly. It's very silly. All Duel Links players so weak. That's fair, Kim Friend. At least now, we're admitting it's all Duel Links players, not just, like, some of them, right? I'm thinking about vanilla instead of lava, but I don't know. I think lava is good, but I feel like it doesn't come up much, right? I feel like lava, sometimes you'll be like, oh, lava, it milled Dark Hole Device to the graveyard and set everything up and it was perfect and it was amazing, yeah. And then other times you're like, lava did literally nothing. But the only, like, the major benefit I could see to having, like, the 1500 is just to have, like, more 4s in the deck to increase the chances that Chrysaor works. I don't know, it's a weird one. Oh god, don't give us the maximum Sea Serpent. I mean, I had fun today with 9 attack. Hotel and Chrysaor earlier. Good. As in, you have it and mill something good, I don't know. Lava also seems to make your chances to deck out more. Yes, that is also true. I generally find it's quite rare that the Dark Galaxy deck goes to deck out, because either you just win or you lose before that happens. Like, the games feel quite quick. But again, we've only played like a very small sample size, so we don't really fundamentally have like a firm grasp on the meta yet, and I think that's something that we will get slowly over time. But let's go and take a look. First things we're going to do is get the speed stuff out of the way. There was a tier list update. We're not going to like read through a ton of this because I know most people here aren't like super into speed. But we have Crystal Beast went up to tier 2. Crystal Beast is actually kind of scary. This deck, I did play against it one time ever in a tournament, and I smashed it game 1, and then I got smashed by it game 2, and then game 3 was like insane. Like they made like such a strong board that I just could not break it. But a big part of that is always going to be like the generics, right? Like Droplet and like Firewall Dragon was a massive pain for me alongside like a Dweller. But again, I'm just a Dino boy, so it's going to be very specific to me. Then the other thing is Ancient Gear made it into tier 3. Ancient Gear, I mean, who's an Ancient Gear fan? Everyone likes Ancient Gears, right? We're going to play them when they come to Rush. They're a cool GX archetype. Everyone likes Crowler, right? Or Kronos, depending on which version you watched. How do you deck out with Prophet and Globule? I mean, you still can. The thing you have to remember is that occasionally you will just mill all of your recyclers. And that's just going to happen. It's not going to happen often, but it will happen. Like, I had it in one game I was playing yesterday, and it sucks, but it is what it is. I still didn't deck out, but I went down to, like, very low cards, and then the game ended, right? So a month ago, no more OTK, Angry Cat. Ooh. I hate Ancient Gear, but I play it. I love Ancient Gear. I love Ancient Gear so much. I think the playstyle is great. I think the aesthetic is great. Like, I am all in on Ancient Gears. I'm a big fan. But moving on, we have the leaks. There's nothing, like, crazy in here for, like, speed. Like, Melfies are coming out. Like, what should I say? More Melfies are coming out, which is cool. I like Melfies. If you don't like Melfies, you're weird. We got the Branded skill coming out. Can't really see that because chat's in the way, but it is what it is. I like Branded as well. I'm not a big fan of, like, the Floodgate and Puppet Lock Branded, but I like OG Branded. So, like, I'm cool for that. We got the Vector stuff coming out, and obviously we have the Vector event coming out as well. Again, I still haven't watched most of Zexal, so I haven't really experienced Vector yet, but from what I've heard, I'm going to love Vector, right? From what I've heard, he's going to be great when I do eventually get to him. Speaking of... I was going to say, speaking of, it's Tuesday, so it's... I kind of want to play in Rushdall Dynasty. Oh, I don't know what to do with that now. So for anyone that doesn't know what I'm yapping about, Tuesday is our watch-along for Vrains. Do we just do the watch-along? Or do we play in Dynasty? I want to do both. I want to do both. It's not fair. The thing is, we haven't watched Vrains in like 3 weeks. So I'm like, we have to get back into Vrains. But at the same time... Dark Galaxy best deck. Hello, Manicist. Welcome, welcome. Zeus Incoming Hope. I love my melfs. Right, what we're going to do is, because it is actually getting very warm with everything shut up in here, I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to grab my fan, because it is so warm in here. Alright, we have a fan on. Now hopefully, the mic isn't going to pick it up. And I can be a bit cooler by having a fan pointed at me, and then I won't get overheated, and I won't have to end the stream early. That's the plan. That is the plan. Do both when you drop out watch party. But then it gets like, it's dicking people around, right? Which I don't really want to do. I hate his ass. Oh, poor Draco doesn't like Vector. Who cares about Vrains? I mean, I've been watching Vrains. I've been enjoying it. Poll it, chat. Hey, DLA. Welcome on in Alpha. Love my melfs. I missed that chat earlier. Let's give you the shout outs. We've always got to give. My man. If I could spell shout out. That's actually the first hurdle that we've already fallen at. Dual Links Alpha. There we go. Bam. Dual Links Alpha with the shout out. Welcome on in, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Do both when you drop out watch party. You should finish the duel we're watching, then nothing else. We've already finished the duel we were on, right? We ended with the Master Duel. No, we didn't. We got past that, right? Where did we get to? Oh, are we in the, we're in the... What are they called? The flippy deck. With Akira? Tindangles. We're at Tindangler. I'm pretty sure we're in Tindangle Town. It's warm for you. It's 25 degrees here. Well, the thing is, it's not that warm if I had, like, the door open and there was a draft coming in. But where I've got the door shut, it's very warm. That's the issue I'm having at the moment. Please don't grab me. We'll see, we'll see. It's warm where you are. It's going to rain for me. Yeah, it's very sunny here. It's very sunny here right now. Zorak told me I can play, but I think I'm just going to stream it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. We can completely hear the fan. I'm joking. There we go. Excellent. Appreciate it, my fellow Yu-Gi-Oh! Enjoyer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Episode 17, I think. Yeah, we were at something like that. We're mid-duel between Yusaku and Akira. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But we got a bunch of other cool stuff. Nothing, like, crazy in here. Like, 2 Shadow skills is quite interesting. We're getting the Abyss Slash skill, which is, again, a bit weird. Signet Crosswipe. We're getting the Nouvelles, which is actually very interesting. Getting the Nouvelles, like, kind of early. But, like, this is also, like, a weird selection of Nouvelles. It'll be interesting to see what actually comes out, right? And then we get to Rush. Then we get to Rush. So, Maddox skill can be activated from turn 2 onwards during a turn that you normal summoned a normal monster. If all of the monsters in your constructed deck are Pyro monsters. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Where have I read this before? Then, you can add 1 level 7 or lower effect monster with 1500 or more defense from your graveyard to your hand. If you added level 7 monster with 1600 or less defense, add Red Riser from outside of your deck to your hand, and send 1 Chemicalizer Red to your graveyard from outside of your deck. So the idea is that if we grab back Salamander or potentially the new Phoenix card, then we could grab Red Riser, whose effect gets us Chemicalizer Red back from the graveyard, but Chemicalizer Red is a bit shit because it's just 300 attack and protection from being destroyed by Widespread Ruin. And Red Riser is kind of mid because it gives you a +1, but the +1 it gives you is bad. So it's like, eh. This, I don't know. Not good. I mean, if we go and take a quick look, we can see that the only other card, that's the wrong place to type that. The only other card that we could get that fulfills the secondary requirement for the skill is the Finalized Phoenix. That's because this is a level 7 monster with 1600 or, you know, between 1500 and 1600 defense. So we could get this. This card in itself kind of bad. If your opponent has 2 or more face-up monsters on their field, shuffle 4 Pyro-type monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Special summon up to 2 Pyro-type effect monsters from your graveyard face-up to your field, whose total levels equal the total levels of the face-up monsters on your opponent's field. So, theoretically, this gets you out 2 bosses from the graveyard, which is cool. The issue is, you don't really get much control over this, and if your opponent just has like 3 bosses out, let's say they get out like 3 level 8s, you now need to summon out 2 monsters, or up to 2 monsters from your graveyard, whose total levels are 24. Now, that's not possible. So, you don't have a lot of control over this, which is a bit awkward. But other than that, I mean, it's just a bad card. It's just a bad card, realistically. But it's hinting this card might be coming out with the Maddox rerun. So, maybe. But yeah, this skill, kinda mid. Abyss Splash Structure Copium. I mean, do you want an Abyss Splash Structure? Is this like... You gotta remember, I still haven't watched the majority of Zexal. So, like, these number monsters mean, like, nothing to me, right? Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card, double this card's attack to the end of your opponent's turn. Also, your back dash to your opponent is halved. That seems kinda mid. Sadly, we don't have Pyro level 12s. One of these days. It's been leaked for nearly 3 years. Yeah, I'm sure this will be it. I'm sure it'll be out. The skill shall release after separate from the box stuff. There you go. Confirmed, right? Confirmed. I think Nouvelles and Branded are probably like the 2 interesting ones for me out of these, but like kinda eh. Then we've got the raid skills, they don't really matter, and that's kind of it for that. That is kind of it for that. We've already spoken about this. I guess the next thing we'll do is quickly take another look at the meta. Nothing's really changed since our last stream. The only real difference is that we did have Spellcaster finally win a tournament. So now our breakdown looks like this. And we'll go ahead and change that over so that looks a little bit nicer for y'all. There we go. Look at that. So we have Light Galaxy is still the best deck. 36.4% of top 4 results, looking really nice. Then Spellcaster has jumped into 2nd place, looking quite good. Then we have Dark Galaxy Fusion, which is now dropped down to 3rd place, followed by Dark Galaxy like Aggro, and then Dragon Fusion and Matarian Caster, which are all kind of like... I mean, they're here, they've topped, but eh. Overall, these 3 are the decks to beat right now. I think everyone kind of already knew this. There's nothing like too crazy there, right? I can send links, right? I don't know if the bot will let you send links. You can ping me a link. That might be the best you're going to get. I mean, if it will let you ping it, then that's fine. But the bot might just be like, no, you're not allowed. Vector 2 would be funny to play. We could just fill an entire deck with rank up magics and just play it. I mean, could be. There we go. The bot is very censor heavy. Unfortunately, if we don't like censorship, you have to just complain at Stream Elements bot. It is what it is. It is what it is. Unfortunately, we are all beholden to the bot, and the bot will do what the bot wants. Alright, well, I suppose beyond that, we'll take a look at the new Rushdoor OCG leaks, because there's some cool stuff, right? Here to play 2 full-only rank-up magic deck. I mean, that doesn't really interest me specifically, but, you know, I am what I am. So we have Magnet Speeder. New Magnet support. Interesting, interesting. So we can place 1 card from our hand on the bottom of our deck, choose 1 rock monster with 2100 defense, or 1 rock normal monster from your graveyard and add it to your hand. Then you can fusion summon by sending rock monsters from your hand or on your field to the graveyard as material. So this lets you -1, then +1, and then make a fusion. So it's decent. Obviously, this lets you just like fuse using something in your graveyard, so it's kind of like it's a 2-card fusion, but you only need 1 mandatory card, right? So that works out quite well. Overall, I think this is pretty cool. The issue is the only galaxy, well, it's the only galaxy, the only magnet deck that's like performing really well right now is very specifically the Galaxy Magnet deck, like the Dark Galaxy, Contact Fusion, Dark Matter stuff, and that's a pretty tight deck list. I don't know if you're going to be able to fit this, is the only thing. Show the newer trains. I don't even know if it's on here, is it? Like, the new artwork hasn't been posted on here, because it's just a new artwork. I mean, it might be on, like, the front page. Nope, it has not even made its way on here. I gotta run. Have a good one, Tomato. Thanks for stopping by, Victor. So next up, we have Shadow Flower Bedazzlement. Interesting one. So when your opponent normal summons a monster, has to be normal, so here, place 1 Earth Plant monster from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. Change that normal summoned monster to face down defense position, then you can choose 1 plant monster with 1000 defense in your graveyard and special summon it to your field face up. So this is interesting. So this is sort of like a 1-card Shady that doesn't need a discard, but it's only a normal summon. And then we also get to plus, but obviously if we plus, we have to have a space free, so it's like, it's a little bit awkward, and you don't necessarily need that extra body, but it's an interesting trap. Just having something you can do on normal summon is nice, but I do wonder, because the deck already plays level 7s, so you might instead just want to play New Start, rather than actually use this, but it's an interesting card nonetheless. And then we have Pull Up Your Pants with the new Demolition support. So here we have Demolition Soldier Nicker. Reveal 1 worm monster in your hand, so the top 3 cards of it is the graveyard. Then there's a fire worm amongst them. You can choose a Demolition Soldier blocker in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Then we have blocker. If there is a face-up Demolition Nicker on your field, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Then there's a fire worm monster among them. You can choose 1 face-up field spell, or you can choose up to 1 field spell card on the There, we'll get there eventually. You can choose up to 1 field spell and up to 1 equip spell from your graveyard and add them to your hand, which is like fine. The issue is, I don't know how often... I mean, obviously you're milling 6 cards between these two, so like the idea is you try and get them in there. The equip spells, specifically for worms, aren't spectacular. Obviously, you know, you're going to want the field spells, but the actual equip spells themselves, eh. And then we have Demolition Twin Princesses Hot de Chauces, or Chauces. Made using Nika and Blocker, and this is not a contact fusion. During your opponent's turn, spell trap cards on your field cannot be returned to the hand, deck, or extra deck. And this is becoming like a more and more common effect. Where we started seeing people playing like... We had cards that like your back row can't be popped. So then people started playing things like Giant Trunade and Overrush. And then we've now started seeing cards like this, so now people are going back to cards that destroy back row. How are both materials better than the fusion? I mean, that's not too surprising, right? If they were at least, if this was at least a contact fusion, then, like, you just get the bodies out of the way if you don't have a tribute. But, like, because it requires fusion as well, it's kind of like, eh. We are about to hit the edges, so we will probably chill. Well, I suppose we're still just talking about the OCG stuff, so that's fine for now. So next up we have the Galaxy Cup Team Battle. And what a surprise, there was another team tournament absolutely dominated by Harpies. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that the Tier 0 deck would be winning, or would be just straight up 11 out of 12 decks taking part, right? Who would have thought? But one Magnet Warrior Dark Matter deck did sneak in. I gotta admit, the prize cards are quite nice. And it would be really cool to be able to like actually play with this stuff, but obviously, if you're not in either Japan or Korea, you're not playing the Galaxy Cup. So, is what it is. Is what it is. And then the last thing I want to touch on, the very last thing, is this is a Magic the Gathering thing. So anyone who's not really into Magic the Gathering probably won't care about this, but I am very, very excited for this. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. Like, I'm a massive FF fan. And we're getting Final Fantasy cards in Magic the Gathering, and I am so excited for these. Like, I am genuinely excited. I play Magic the Gathering semi-competitively. I play it very casually with my group of friends as well. We do play the Commander format, so we're looking forward to getting all of these new cards. And I am really looking forward to that. When these cards also come out in Magic the Gathering Arena, we might do a couple of Magic the Gathering Arena streams. I think that could be a good time. But yeah, I'm, like I say, big Magic fan, big Commander fan, big FF fan, so this is like very relevant to my interest. But that is kind of it. That is kind of it for that. So we're just going to jump in and play some Dark Galaxy. Now that the ads are over as well, perfect. Magic Arena stream, holy. Well, it's, our Sundays are kind of open, right? Our Sundays are just for whatever, they're the bonus streams, so we can fill them with whatever. Alright, let's hop in and see if we can high roll our way to victory against Maru 95. The other issue is, we did accidentally cog last stream, which means our queues might be a bit longer, because unfortunately there's less people playing in cog, typically, than there are people like climbing the ladder. Will the FF cards be licensed for MTG? Yes, they will. It's only the Marvel ones that are not. Okay. And I think we're just gonna go for a bunch of sets and pass. Let's see what he's got. But hello, Gunkin, Suship, Shari. I think you did message earlier, but I don't think I said hello. So, welcome, welcome. We have a gold rim Galactica Oblivion with just regular text. Secret Order comes down with the gold text. We found out where its gold text went. Now, are we going to have the Meteor Charge and, like, OTK me? Universal Storm. Okay, so Dark Hole Device goes to the graveyard, which is completely fine. That's kind of where we want it. Oh, Meteor Charge is super scary here. I really want him to flip up. Okay, that was the second best choice, so, like, I guess that's fine. Now it depends on where this attack goes. He's got Piercing. But, like, a lot of my cards are going to have a lot of defense, so the safe option is just to attack over the lava. 3 back row to beat, though. Okay, okay, so we could activate the skill, discard, go for the triple mill. That'll turn some stuff on. Either way, we have to, like, contend with the 3 back row, which kind of sucks. We could... I mean, there's a lot of different options we have here. The question is, what's going to be the best? I could fuse those two. Ideally, we want to use the fusion first, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I want to fuse these two, really. That's the ideal here, but that's just realistically not going to happen here. We could just grab this back. Go for the fusion with that. That's probably... Mind you, what does that leave me with? We'd have one body back plus that. Tribute 2. Go from there. Okay, let's go Dark Prophet. We'll flip up Pale Rider. We'll activate the fusion. We'll go 1. We'll go 2. Into Apocalypse. We'll go ahead and activate. Here we will send... Probably just going to send Requiem. We probably should have used the other effect first, really, but this is fine. We'll grab this back. We will go ahead and activate Darkhold Device. Then here, I kind of want Globule, right? We'll go ahead and summon Glob. Activate the effect. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Which, is there another way to get that back from this? Probably not. So we're probably better off leaving you in the bin. Let's go for this. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Tribute over this. And we'll drop a Cataphract as well, why not? Go to battle phase, we'll swing in. Okay, so this is what? Negate attack? It basically has to be negate attack, right? Because if he's got widespread, he can't do anything here. Hello, Sakadetsu. Welcome, welcome. Right, did have the negate attack. And hello, Georfio. Welcome, welcome on in. Hope everyone's having a great day today. I mean, the only downside here is we're only on 34, so we could just die. But we had no way to beat negate attack anyway. Like, the only thing else we physically could have done would basically just go Gigantomachia, pray we pop the middle one. And that's it. That's it, right? So, I mean, if we're dead here, there's nothing we could have done. Like, the only thing might be that we might die by 15, and at which point leaving Cataphract in attack mode was, like, the bad thing, right? Because this was lethal without Cataphract. So we didn't need to play Cataphract in attack position. Hello, Gosamigo. Welcome, welcome. I have a feeling that we're probably just dead here. Okay. I think we're cooked. Yeah, I mean, well, his turn 1 was bring out Oblivion using Secret Order, and then use Meteor Charge to get in for a ridiculous amount of damage, and then 3 back row, including a negate attack. So, I'm pretty sure we were just cooked from that. That's one thing I really don't like as well. In the duel log, it doesn't tell... Whenever someone creates a card, it doesn't tell you what the card was. It just says that they created a card. So if you weren't paying attention when it actually happened, you just don't get to see it. Alright, there's the Secret Order. I mean, we must just be dead here, right? Like, we must just be dead. Wait, are we actually not dead? No, okay, here we go. That's 22... Yeah, that's just lethal. We'll just get out of here. No point in sitting around waiting for bro to spin his plate. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, it's one of those things. I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered regardless if we left the guy. I think literally he just opened cracked, right? He went second. He opened like a really, really strong first hand, and there's nothing we could do about it. I think without the counter we're alive. I don't think so. Because I think he just doesn't make the stupid play that he made. Especially since he had the TSA. I think we were just dead either way. Because, like, he clears over both of our monsters. He still has 4 cards in hand, right? Surely those 4 cards do something. And we're only on 34. So I'm almost certain that we were not alive regardless. Ew. I mean... If we try and clear this whole board, we open up ourselves... But if we don't do anything, he's going to bully us anyway. I think we're just going to go for it. I think we need to just get into this game early, and if we don't, we're just going to lose regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, we'll go ahead and activate this. We're going to send this to the grave and mill 3. Thank you for milling 2 spell cards. That's exactly what we wanted. But we really just have, like, nothing going on in the graveyard right now. We can go lava. This is just if you summon it. This is just... Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we can go lava. We still don't have that in the graveyard. So it now matters what we actually put. If we just assume that we are not going to find what we need, what we should do is go Prophet and Globule. We'll activate lava. Okay, we did not find what we need, which is like basically ideal in this situation. So we'll go, what, 1, 2, 3 probably back into the deck. Grab this back. Activate Fusion. Go 1. We'll go 2. Summon him out. We currently have that in the graveyard, which is fine. So we'll go Pale Rider. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon. Activate Proto. Give me you back. Activate his effect. Then we'll just mill 3 monsters. 2 monsters. Not the best, but it's fine. Swing with this. Swing with this. Swing with this. I mean, get in for 25. I was hoping to get in for 5k, but it is what it is. Why are we not playing Chaos Galaxy, Spice? Because we have to make a video about the base version first, Quantum. That's why. That's the real reason. I'm not going to lie, this deck looks so bad. I don't understand if people topping with it are good or if they're just giga lucky. The deck is just... It's high roll central. If you high roll, the deck is amazing. If you don't high roll, the deck is fine, but like not very consistent, right? Dark Galaxy, more like Dark Gambling. I mean, not wrong, not wrong. Spellcaster die next turn. They don't OTK 6k. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do any... There shouldn't be a way for us to die from this position, right? But now we do have to get a bit lucky, right? We have to make sure that we draw into the stuff that will let us kill. Wait. Okay, this is just the bait, right? No, because the last card in hand's Fusion, right? Surely you don't activate... Okay. But then what do you kill here? Okay, so we are getting rid of that. So, Protostar is still live and can still get me an extra free body. If we had Dark Hole in the graveyard, we could do a lot more. We know that that's Fusion, and we know that that card didn't do anything last turn. I mean, I guess we'll just shotgun this. Since we know that one's Fusion, we just hit this one, which was Riding, which is fantastic. I mean... Still don't have Dark Hole Device in the graveyard. I mean, do we just kill, right? We can go get a free body, summon, tribute both, summon this. Then do we even have to gamble? If we use this effect, we'll have 3 guys out, so he doesn't have a light. So this will go up to what? 34. 34 over this is 13. That over that is 8. That's 21. Yeah, it's just lethal. I don't have to do any gambling whatsoever. Okay. Protostar. I don't know. Bring back Pale Rider. I like Pale Rider. Because the alternative is that we just go for a fusion play, which also works, but I didn't want to have to do the maths again for that. We'll activate this because I can. I really don't need to. Let's just not spin plates. Let's just... Tribute 2, summon this. We'll just set this. Activate his effect. Let's go to battle. Swing over this. Swing over this. And swing in. Excellent, excellent. Hello, Dwan. Welcome on in, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. We'll save that one. Got to show off what the deck can do. The idea is discard the fusion, forget profit. I mean, yeah, that's the idea, but the issue is, like, it doesn't always work out that way, right? See, the deck is good. He even got unlucky. I think that's the thing. If you get, like, really unlucky, the deck feels kind of mid, but, like, if you get really unlucky with any deck, the deck feels kind of mid, right? I think it's just, like, the skill doesn't just absolutely fix everything for you. That's the issue. The other decks that we have, the skill does so much and just gets you exactly what you need. But this skill doesn't do that, right? This skill is more like, okay, you've actually got to play the game. It's Ari! Oh no, we're gonna get farmed by Ari! We're gonna get farmed by Ari! I mean, you need to draw good, not mill good. You can kind of do both, right? Because if you just get out Chrysaor and then mill good, that's also gonna just let you win the game a lot of the time. Okay. This hand is... This is potentially really awkward. I think we will just go ahead and use this. We're going to go for both of these. Okay, we've gotten a load of spells into the graveyard. Dark Prophet is now in the graveyard. Unfortunately, he's the one we didn't really want in the graveyard. Although it doesn't really make much difference here. The issue is I need another body that we just don't have access to. Like, we just have no way to get another body. So it's just like... Is we either go I think we probably have to try and apply some pressure. So we'll see where this goes. We'll summon this. Summon out Lava. I'll activate Lava because I can. We're not getting back a body either way. Do we even bother milling another card? Like, our graveyard is... To be fair, it's not even that set up. We've only got 3 monsters in there, so I think we are just going to keep milling. Well, that's now in the graveyard. That doesn't change anything with this hand specifically, but... Activate this. There's the monsters we needed before. So now the question is, do we bother going for just 1,000 damage? I don't think it's worth it. And I'm not going to attack into one of these with the 1,000 attack, because there's a good chance that he has big defense monsters. Oh, there's 2 big defense monsters, so we had a... Yeah, we were never beating any of those with the Cataphract, so it was basically 1,000 damage was the best we could do there. I can enjoy the tournaments of Quantum Cubes. Everyone should enjoy Quantum's tournaments. Quantum tournaments are fun. Pot of Greed? That's rude. I milled mine. You're not allowed to activate yours. That's not the fairs. The skill here isn't here, this makes your plays better. It's a, oh, you didn't draw what you need. Here's a second chance. Kind of. Like, it's a weird one. The skill is... It's a consistency tool, realistically, right? It's exactly the same, like we say, as like playing Trading. But then you also get that extra mill. And the mill can be the important part. It kind of depends. Meme Tournament Enjoyer. Quantum memes are the best tournaments. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, there goes that. We still have basically all of our recyclers, bar 1 copy of Prophet. We've lost 2 copies of Pale, which kind of is like the bad part here, I guess. Other than that, like, our graveyard is set up, right? Like, we just now need to draw the cards we need, and we'll be hunky-dory. If Dark Galaxy had a good skill, ... I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, right? Dark Galaxy is already putting up good numbers. If it had a really good skill on top, it would probably just be the best deck in the game. Hey, we're only losing 600. 2 cards stuck in the old hand from Ari. I mean, do we just... Alright. We dig, right? We get, what, 1 draw. Or we just summon out 2 big guys and slam in. I don't think digging does anything. Unless, like, we exactly get, like, the 1 card that we're going to need. I don't think digging here is worth it. Right, we'll go Glob. Activate Glob. We're going to put back both of these, because I'd really like to draw into them. Probably putting back you. We'll go ahead and tribute it. Summon this out. We'll summon out Glob. Activate Glob. Put back 1, 2, 3... Oh, mind you, we probably would rather have Cataphract, right? Because Cataphract just put back into a hand anyway. Okay, we'll do this. Then we'll tribute over. We've just increased the odds that we're going to mill monsters by a lot. 3 monsters. So what are we looking at? This hits over this for 600. This hits over this, and then he'd be dead anyway. So this can just set. Oh, had the slime. That's a shame, because that would have just been an OTK, right? Ha! Go get him again! Go get him again! And then we'll pass. That's what I hate about this deck. No Prophet is so ass. I mean, to be fair, that was game if he didn't have a trap card. Like, all things considered, that was pretty good. And, like, we increased the odds that we were going to get to that, like, by so much, by shuffling that many cards back in. I mean, you knew about the battle trap. You got to remember, Dwan. You've got to remember, when I'm streaming, I am not paying attention to the game. I'm spending more attention to the chat. That is a shame. I don't think it's worth saving that replay. And I think Ari probably wouldn't be happy about that being in a video. So I think we just don't save that replay. Boiled Beagle, is that Soramir in the chat? What happened to L9 Ray? I miss him already. How are you doing, Soramir? Yeah, my biggest thing is whenever I'm streaming specifically, and this is only a thing when I'm streaming, right? If I'm just locked in, then we're locked in, right? When I'm streaming, I am terrible at remembering things. It's like, what was it in the last game? The Light Galaxy player created a card with a skill. I wasn't paying attention to what the card was. So I just didn't know what card he made, right? Because I was reading chat. That's just how it goes, right? He died. That was the most brick mirror I've ever played. Yeah, it's a shame, Ari. It really is a shame. Because I was really hoping we could have put that in the video, but there's no point in putting a brick in the video, is there? Realistically. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. It would have been cool to see like an actual game, Ari. Like, it would have been cool to get a real game going. But like, as soon as you passed with like 2 cards in hand, it was like, wow, you've massively bricked and there's nothing going on here. Why are we getting stream sniped by everyone? I see y'all in chat. I know what you're doing. I know what y'all are doing. Right, hopefully this is a real game. So it'd be cool to have a Hikari replay in the chat or in the video. Guys, Hikari's looking at my hand. If we lose, it's because Hikari's cheating, okay? It has nothing to do with our skill level. It's not that Hikari's better or that Hikari is more powerful than us. Okay, it's just that she's looking at our hand, right? That's it. This hand is very eh. I mean, we can use Cataphract to get that back either way, so I think we always do this regardless. I mean, that's neat. Alright, we'll go Cataphract. We'll drop Storm. We hit the Fusion. I mean, that's not really anything, to be honest. We're going to use Cataphract's effect either way. The question is, are we hopeful in our mills? If Cataphract comes back to our hand, then we're going to get, or if we're going to get him out the hand, we'll have a room spec free anyway, so I don't think we need to worry about profit right now. So we're going to go for this and this. We'll go for the Cataphract. We'll grab back the Chrysaor. We'll activate Lava. We did not hit what we wanted to see, which kind of works for us, I suppose. Tribute 2, summon this out. We'll activate the effect. 2 monsters isn't bad here. Still don't have the fusion in the graveyard, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Go to the battle. 1, 2. Is this another one as well? Is this 2 games in a row? We've been staring down triple defense globule on turn 1. I thought you were milling horribly, but turns out bricking is worse. Yes, it is what. Yeah, I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, to be fair, we did end up milling really well in a couple of those turns because we got like the triple attack with Chrysaor. Now you did have trap cards for it, but you know we still had to mill 3 monsters for that to work. Don't worry, I'm not playing right now. I'm a stream snipe tomato next. Oh no, this is the issue of being in COG as well. It's so much easier to snipe us. Okay, so you got 3 in graveyard. You have the fusion in graveyard. So you've got everything set up that you need. So this is not looking great for us. The one of riding. The big scary thing is that we've already lost our legend trap, which means we don't really have anything to like threaten with back row now. The 5 rush players facing each other in ladder. This is why we didn't want to COG. This is why we didn't want to COG. Imagine Dark Galaxy had a Roma strategy skill. I mean... Okay. So we're going to go into Apo. So we have the Apo. So we could just discard a card and gain 1,000 attack. Set a back row. That could be the legend. We are going to discard the last card. Okay, so that could just be back row hate, or that could be the legend. The chances that it's back row hate is quite high. Ah! Why did you kill my prophet? How could you? Alright, let's see what we get here. The issue is, depending on how we do this, this could get really wonky really quickly. Getting the extra mill doesn't really matter. So I think we probably just go for like boss spam, right? I think we want to mill a chunk of cards and go from there. So we'll summon this out, see if there's a delay. There isn't. We'll summon out Glob. We'll go ahead and activate Lava first. Okay, let's put that in the graveyard now. We'll go ahead and use Glob. Guess we'll just put these 3 back, probably. 1, 2, 3. Tribute over this. Alright, let's see where this goes. Okay, that's fine. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon this. Summon this. Activate the effect. Go to battle. Swing over this. Swing into this. Swing into this. Booyah! We wanted the triple. We wanted the triple. We couldn't get the triple. And that's going in the video. We do have to find, though, some non-Dark Galaxy games at some point to go in this video, by the way. I'm just saying. Just saying we do have to do that. Right, so basically, what we've learned here, right, in the last 2 Dark Galaxy mirrors we played, all we have to do is not be as unlucky as our opponents, and we get to win. That's all it takes. We just have to not be as unlucky. We don't even have to be luckier, right? Because we didn't draw particularly well in either of those games. But what we didn't do was brick horrendously. So that's it. That's just don't brick, and everything's fine, right? That's all it is. That's all it is. Man, Rush Duel is so silly sometimes, huh? We are about to have an ad, so we'll wait out the ad. Assuming the ad actually starts in a second, we will wait it out. There we go. There's the ad. We'll wait out, and we'll start the next game in a minute 30. But at the moment, I think that... Obviously, these aren't the first games we played on Dark Galaxy. We did play some yesterday as well. Dark Galaxy doesn't feel, like, particularly bricky, and it also doesn't feel... It doesn't really feel bad in any way. The main issue Dark Galaxy has is it's just not Light Galaxy, and it's not Spellcasters, right? I feel like both of those decks, it's very difficult to brick with those decks. This deck is just a little bit easier, and because of that, it feels inconsistent, but it's not inconsistent. It's just those other decks are very consistent, right? So this deck is like a normal level of consistent, and because of that, it ends up feeling worse by comparison. It's really weird. Are you on 3 Croissant? Which one's Croissant? Is Cryosaur Croissant? Croissant? I'm going to assume that it is. The fate of best players. The only thing I summoned was 1 fusion. Strongest Dark Galaxy stuff. Exactly, exactly. Revert the interface change. I like clicking the wrong cards. I actually really like it. I really like the, like when you look at the graveyard, it shows like much smaller cards and a lot more of them. I think it looks better. Boiled Beagle Croissant. What is a Beagle Croissant? I'm Googling this. I'm Googling. Beagle Croissant. It's just a dog. It's just a dog. I mean, I know what a beagle is, but like... I mean, beagles look really cute, though, to be fair. Boiled Beagle is Voidvelg? What? Why is it Boiled Beagle? Right, we'll jump into another game. Udius, I get consistent and fusions. Weejo, I hit and OTK. Well, that's what it comes down to. If you just get lucky, it's great. It's great. Why are we copying homework by playing triple globule turn 1? Exactly, exactly. Ari already did that. Or Ari already made that call. Now we're just, like, following the trend. Is that Mimi and Mimi I spy? Okay, let's see what Mimi and Mimi has for us. Playing a archive skill. That's a lot of defense monsters. Well, that's one defense monster, a lot back row. Alright. Step 1. Voidvelg Fusion Draw. Discard DHD. That didn't really help in any way, shape, or form. I think we just set, like, everything, right? Like, realistically. I don't think we're going to go aggressive with this and pray that we mill, like, Cryosaur. I think this is it. We did Fusion Draw! We did it! We have to learn how to draw. If you... Oh, it is Heroes, okay. If you remember that one episode of GX where there's, like, the Tarzan guy who is just, like, drawing sandwiches, that's what you need. You just need that kind of practice, right? Skill wasn't lying. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Now, Heroes here, if he has Piercing Samurai. Ooh. 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 Oh, please stop. Please stop hitting on my back row. I like them where they are. Alright, actually, if you don't fuse, if it's just this, it comes down to, if that face down is a fusion material, if that is a Avian or a Burstinatrix set on the field, then this could be really annoying. If it's not, we're kind of just... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to get hit for quite a lot here, I feel. This is going to be like over half our life. Wait, it's not? What? What are you doing? Okay, we'll take that. The hand is still ass, though. I mean, we have Cataphract. All we have to do is mill a guy, and we're kind of online, right? Let's go Lava. Let's go Cataphract. Let's go Lava, right. This is gambling, but, like, it's Dark Galaxy. We're gonna gamble, right? That's not helpful. Wait, why is your effect of life? During the turn, you normal summon! We didn't read. We did not read. We did not read. We did not read. Don't worry, we got this. Go Universal Storm. That one. Set. Go to battle. That one. So you had the ability to fuse. You just opted not to. Okay. Don't worry, I'm sure we've still got it. I'm sure we've still got it. It's because, like, I always... So, in my mind, it's usually like this, right? The wording is usually, during the turn, you normal summon this card. But on this one, it's, you have another face-up Dark Attribute monster the turn you normal summon this card. That's where we fell short. Because usually it says it right at the start of the effect, but Cataphract doesn't. Says the guy who wanted to use Prophet the next turn. That's fine, don't worry about that. Fake Dark Galaxy Enjoyer. The thing is that, like, Cataphract didn't see a ton of play because he got very replaced by Logisticos very quickly. So, like, when I played this deck in OCG, like, Logisticos was basically more important, right? Now, the issue is, he's going to make Burst Wingman. Burst Wingman's going to pop our back row because we're not playing Compulse. I mean, we might actually survive this turn, but I think we're still dead regardless, right? Like, I don't think we're coming back from this unless, like, crazy OTK turn. Okay, I mean, we're living. We are out here living. We've got 3 back row to worry about. Alright, well, there's Glob. We got Fusion in the graveyard. We have very few monsters in the graveyard, actually. We go 1, 2, use that, bring back that. We then summon. Use that, bring back. We can't get out 3 bosses either way, so I think we do activate the skill here. Because we can use Cataphract to bring it back anyway, as long as we don't get unlucky. So we'll send this to the graveyard. We'll draw. Okay. Now, we'll go Prophet. Activate Prophet. Right now, we just want to, like, fill up our deck with guys to increase the chances that we mill monsters when we use Cataphract. Take back my Fusion. We still have plenty. The question is, do we bother using Globule? It just increases our chances again. We need to keep 2 in graveyard, 2 bosses. So it'll be these 2, which is, like, fine. No, because we need to make sure we have a card we can bring back. And it's at this point, it has to be Lava. Okay. I actually completely forgot about getting the level 4 back. But that's fine. Right, we'll just drop Fusion here. We'll go 1. We'll go 2. Summon this out. Now the question is, do we summon and use the effect? Get a card back to hand, summon out the boss. No, we have to do it this way around then. So we'll go Cataphract. Activate Cataphract. I'll grab back probably Chrysaor. Summon. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Activate his effect. 2 monsters. Activate his effect. It's probably you, right? Has to be you. The only issue with this is if he has exactly negate attack, he like plays around all of this. Do I fuse these two? This guy already has 2 attacks. Fusing means like we get a chance to snipe one of his back row, which would probably be this one. We'd have to lose the card from our hand. We'd still have 2 attacks, but the amount of damage we'd have potential would be a lot lower. I think we just gamble. If we miss, we miss. $200. There was probably a way to lethal there, but like we weren't doing that. First time playing with a new card Cataphract. Oh, Tomato Bros, we're getting so much damage here. Well, if you top deck Pale Rider, you win. Do we gamble for Pale Rider? We need Pale. That's not Pale. We did Fusion Draw again. You should probably change the skill to Void Veil Pale Rider Draw. That would be nice. Can we Gigantomachia here? We could have, but it would have only been a 39 that attacks twice. And I valued having like 5,000 plus 4,000. And obviously just having 2 big bodies. The only reason I think Pale Rider would have been better would have been if we sniped a like Legend Trap. I think the other play we could have done is... I don't know if we had access to Pale Rider. Are we dead? That's annoying. So 9 off that is 18. Yeah, we're just dead, right? Yeah. I mean, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Was there a way to win? I don't think we had Pale Rider access. So maybe it doesn't matter. We'll save the replay either way. Worst case scenario, we'll just look at it later and see if there was anything better we could have done. Was it game with Giga? No, so Gigantomachia would have been 3,900 that attacks twice, and we would have got a pop on a back row. So if you think about it like that, it's like 7,800 damage, where because we kept the board that we had 9,000 damage. So we ended up with 1,100 more damage. But yeah, we'll keep the replay. That was still an okay game. Yeah, I think we would have needed Pale Rider access to actually do anything more than that. Or like double Chrysaor, but then double Chrysaor doesn't out him because he's got a 3,100. So we would have needed to mill 3 of the same level with Chrysaor to actually like get through that. This is such an annoying... This is like a... This is the most going second hand of all time. Like, this is the going second hand. Well. We're just passing. We're just passing. On the plus side, like, Worms doesn't have... Elemental double extraction? Is this machine good stuff? Oh no. This is awful against machine good stuff. Don't tribute. Don't do it. Hold. Alright. Alright. Everything's looking good. Okay. Okay. How do we want to do this then? So... We don't have Glob. If we hit Glob, I would be feeling so much better about this. We need to fill up our graveyard with monsters. We need to tribute. If we discard both, that's actually kind of bad. We probably just discard Requiem here, right? Oh. I mean, that's fine. That means we now have Dark Hole access. We'll flip up Pale. We'll shoot off Storm. Go for that. Oh Christ, it literally is Santa Mill. Okay. I guess we'll flip up Prophet. We'll go Lava first. We'll activate Lava here. More cards in the grave. We'll flip over Fusion. Okay. Yeah, Santa Mill. Yeah, it's funny, but like I don't think Santa Mill could really fight with the big boys this format, to be honest. Don't you just win here? Oh yeah. I love as well, you can kind of tell how the stream delay is. Because like we're queuing into the next game and Hikari's like, don't you just win here? I'm like, yes, that was a while ago. Someone don't like fusions? Real. I think you had like 10k damage. Yes. We just easily make like all three. So it would have been what? 34 plus 24 plus 35? Something along those lines anyway. Yo, is that Alien Dance? It's another Dark Galaxy game. What is with us having these like weird... Like on the climb up, it was just all spellcasters. As soon as we got into COG, it was all Light Galaxy. And now we're playing Dark Galaxy, it's all Dark Galaxy. I mean, we just shotgun this, right? I think we mill 2. I don't think we really want to keep either of these. Well, Fusion's back. No bosses in the grave. So it's just gambling. It's just gambling. We're not gambling, right? There's no reason to gamble with this. Do we keep Glob? We have to keep Glob, right? We simply passed the turn. Alien Please 3? You want Alien Please 3? We can add Alien Please 3. I have to remember how to do it, but I can add more stuff. Which one is it? It's not reactive. I have to remember what one I'm using. Is it Better Twitch TV? Is that what we're using? Yeah, we're using BTTV. Alright. No, I'm pretty sure it's this one we're using. Is Alien Dance in this one? That's the next question. Where are my ones? How can I just see mine? Global, emotes, dashboard, popular. Just show me mine. Show me my ones. Shared emotes? Nope. Global emotes? Nope. Dashboard? These are mine. Yeah, we go. We have Alien Dance. Alright, so we should go to popular, and then we'll search. My mouse would stop lighting up. You want what? Alien Please 3. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what Alien Please 3 looks like. We're also paying 0 attention to what's happening in the game. So... Okay, Alien Please 3. One of them has a Santa hat. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. Okay, we've added Alien Please 3 just for you. Just for you, Soramia, to celebrate your tournament win. Don't tell anyone else, otherwise they'll want their own better BTTV emotes. You'll probably have to refresh for it to work, is the only thing. But it has been added. I got a message from the bot telling me it's been added. There you go. I can see it now, at the very least. Ow! Ow! Right, we're alive, guys. We're alive. Back to the game. What did we miss? We have fusion. We have another fusion in the graveyard. We can do, what, double fusion? We don't... Oh, we do have Dark Hole Device in the graveyard as well. Is there a way we could just win through back row? No, there's no way we win through trap cards. That just ain't happening. But we just do what we can, right? We do... Summon out Dark Prophet, see if there's a delay. No delay. Okay. We'll go ahead and activate Dark Prophet first. We'll put these 3 back. Grab back Fusion. We'll summon out Glob. Activate the fusion. Go into Proto. The only issue with Proto is we're not going to be able to get anything meaningful back. But I also don't want to, like, just leave lava on the field. But if we don't get something, we're just dead anyway. Oh, no, we're not dead. We're probably dead. No, this was really stupid. We should have done this first. You can tell I'm not concentrating, can you? Can't you? You can really tell. You can really tell. Okay. What is the line here? Now that we've messed this up really badly. Oh, I don't think it matters at this point. We'll just activate Protostar. We'll grab back gun like this. We'll summon. We'll summon. We'll activate. We'll go into Apocalypse, because I don't know, why not? At this point, I think we've already messed up so badly, it doesn't really make any difference. Return to me. Are we? Is there still a world in which we just win here? No. But we can make a nice board. So what would we have ended up with if we didn't mess up? We could have ended on... What could we have ended up? I mean, he's going to have a trap card anyway, so it's not going to have mattered, right? Yeah. He's got negate attack. Yeah, so it did not matter regardless. If no traps, you still win. How would we win there? That'd be what, 1,000 plus 25? Oh, right, because you're saying if he didn't have, if this guy didn't stick around. Yeah, it's because of the Theogonia effect. Could we have... Right, so obviously we messed up, right? But we couldn't have had this plus... the boat anyway, right? So what was the best we could have done? Just this plus, like, an extra guy on the field? I think is the best we could have done. I mean, yeah, we are just giga dead, so we'll just get out of here. Yeah, I literally don't think it mattered, right? Now, obviously, we misplayed really badly, right? We definitely did misplay really badly, which is the only reason we're not going to save that replay, otherwise I would save that replay. But the big thing there was, because he had negate attack, and we had no way to beat the negate attack, even if we had one more guy on the board, we were still only on 500, so I think we were just dead anyway, right? Hello, Victor. Welcome back. You didn't have a level 8 to Reviser probably? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Not having a level 8, like, really kind of messed us up there, but at the same time... we just couldn't beat negate attack either way, right? I suppose the issue was that he high-rolled his turn 2. Sora trying to snipe again, I see! Let's see if Sora can do it correctly this time. I made a joke speed skill for the final bad guy, Zexal. I see, I see. Yeah, it's a weird one. I feel like... It's like there, right? Our turn 1 was like... set 4 cards pass, and our opponent put us down to 500 life points through set 4 monsters. And it's just like... We couldn't do anything about that. It's just like, if you just high roll, it feels really difficult to come back against Dark Galaxy sometimes. Like, I think at that point, our only chance was to high roll him back, but then we had to high roll through a card that had destruction immunity. And obviously through his trap card. Yuhi Odo. Oh boy. With a Yuhi skill. Okay. Okay. Rush on! Joint... Wait, this is just Rush on Joint Tech. That's a hand! That sure is a hand! Oh boy. Alright, this could be fine, right? We can immediately send 2 of them to the graveyard. We have a Pot of Greed. We look at this hand and we go, no, I don't want this hand. I'm going to make myself a new hand. Hello, Tara! How's it going, my friend? The only high roll deck I accept are Dice Keys. It's one of those things, I really like Dice Key. I think Dice Key is a really fun deck. But the early support they got, I wasn't a big fan of. Because it felt very much like you kind of had like basically a 50-50 chance to get either good rolls or like really bad rolls, which made it feel really bad. But as they've released the newer cards, they felt more like, oh, you've got like a 90% chance to get something good, like a 10% chance of something bad to happen. Alright, our Korean opponent is thinking long and hard about what they will do with their Rush on Joint Tech deck. It's so funny as well that we've effectively bricked, but because of how our skill works, we're not really bricked. I have a feeling our opponent is just trying to like time us stall. The fact that he's joined with Rush on Joint Tech tells me he's just trying to get wins by stalling out, right? I think we should just lead. They might be timing out. But out of principle, I don't want to let him win. Just like out of principle. I'm like, no, if you're trying to time a stall, you don't get the win. You get to time a stall lose. Is there a clear best deck yet? Not really, Walker Warrior. So while we're waiting for Timer Stall Kun, we can actually go and take a look at the results. So these are like the tournament results, where we're seeing Light Galaxy has won the most tournaments, and they have the most like tops so far. They're like the best performing deck, but not by much, right? They have a 6% lead over Spellcasters, who do have a 10% lead over Dark Galaxy. But Dark Galaxy can absolutely decimate both of these decks if they draw well. The issue is they don't always draw well. So I would say Dark Galaxy, if they get custom hands, is probably just the best deck in the game. The issue is they don't always get custom hands. So in terms of like what I would take to a tournament, for me it's got to be Light Galaxy or Spellcaster are like the more consistent picks. I've also realised that you can't see the screen very well. There we go, that's better. There you go, it's Dark Galaxy. Go to next game, it's a bot. You can't make me, Shui. Also, hello, Shui. Exclamation mark Shui in the chat. I haven't been able to catch any of your streams lately, Shui. You gotta let me know when you're doing a stream next. I mean, saying that, I've been really, really busy, but... They're afraid of Zuijo and will surrender. Exactly. There, I fixed the joke. Skill to actually be a bit not broken. If they timer stall, I never leave. It's one of those things where, like, logistically, you should just leave. Like, you're wasting your own time by not leaving. But out of principle, and just being stubborn, I'm like, no, you don't get to just timer stall. You jerk. Waste your time, and I get a win, which means I get a chance at more Chronicle. Real. I just went up against 10 Spellcasters in a row. Are you in Cog, Vamp, or are you climbing? Because if you're climbing, that is extremely normal. That is very, very normal. I run so many timer stall people. I actually barely run into them at all. So, like, this is, like, a weird one for me. Guess what, guys? Guess what? We won! Time limit win! We did it! Now, we saved the replay, right, guys? We just saved the replay. It'll be a really, really short replay, though. I went all the way to Cog a while ago. That was all timer stall. That's ridiculous. Is that Bankai in the chat? Hello, Bankai. Welcome. We just beat a timer stall opponent. Okay. It's a lovely gold KC icon. Yuga Ordo. So probably just the casters. Win streak 6. Oh boy. We're going second, which is fine if he doesn't high roll. If he just gets like the hand, then we're not looking good. I mean, the hand really is just open Strange Witch. That's all it really needs. I mean, I think here we're just doing this, right? There's not really much more to it. Just got back from work and ready to watch some Dark Peak. I mean, we've been doing alright so far. I haven't streamed in weeks, mainly been playing Master Duel. I mean, how's Master Duel been going, though? You been enjoying that? And what's your go-to Master Duel deck? I saw you put out... What was the Master Duel video you put out? You put out a deck... Like a deck profile slash replay. My brain is just, like, not working at all right now. Oh, no! My Dark Hole device! Alright. The fact that he has not found the cat makes me feel very good. Hey, Takraminos and Germaloo. My man. My man. Well, I mean, we got to keep Globule, which is nice. Right, we found the fusion. We can just send fusion. I don't really want to send you. I think we just send fusion here, right? I would really like a draw. I mean, that hasn't really changed much, but it's neat, I guess. So we summon, we can fuse the two together, we can grab back a guy. Oh, actually, we probably should have sent into the graveyard. Because I forgot we could just make the guy that brings back a guy from the graveyard, because we do also have Thingy in the grave. Okay, we've misplayed this a little bit, but it's fine. It's whatever, right? Alright, we'll go Prophet. We'll summon out Lava. Activate Lava. Okay, that's not bad. Activate Prophet. We'll put back probably all three of these. We can grab that back to our hand. Then... I mean, whatever we get back is just being tributed either way. And we want to get rid of that, so it's not going to make any difference. I guess we... probably keep him and get him back if he's going to be tributed anyway. Just grab back fusion. Activate the fusion. Go for this. By using this and this. Summon out Proto. Activate Proto. Add this back to hand. Summon out Cataphract. Activate Cataphract to mill another card. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. So what we could have done, if we had played this correctly, is basically had exactly this, but also had a 1600 attacker. Oh, 3 monsters to the bin. 1, 2, 3. And that would have been lethal, but we misplayed it. That's fine. Ugh, it's all learning mistakes. It's all learning experiences. It wasn't fun at all. I got back from work and ready to watch some Dark Peak. Yeah, I was climbing. I played Argostars and Punk, and Argostar was a terrible experience. Oh no, that's not great. I know your Dark Hole device. What a loss. Exactly, exactly. Price or triple attack tomato. Are we playing Cosmo Predictor? We are not playing Cosmo Predictor. I mean, I can show you the list if you want. There's not really much to say about this list. It's sort of like an amalgamation of just all the lists that have been doing well. Like, there's not really much more to it than that. Okay, Swordsman of Roadstar. I don't think we die here, regardless. So I think we're probably just fine. And he's on 900, so we just need to, like, not get stopped by a trap, and we should be fine. Is that Charmy Witch? Ah, 500 bonus damage. Oh, 2 back row. We still have 2 back row hate left in the deck. We need to find one of them. Don't think we do that. 28. So we need to find a way to beat 28. We don't have current access to Prophet. Do we have... thingy in graveyard currently. We also do not have access to Requiem. Okay, so we are gambling for Requiem. This creates like such weird situations here. I need a 7. The only thing we can actually get access to is a 7, or a 7 plus off of Cataphract, or it has to be a level 8, so I don't want to say 7. The alternative is that we activate this. If we don't... I mean, Fusion doesn't do anything for us right now. So there's no reason to keep Fusion. So we probably just activate, discard the Fusion. The question is, are we also discarding the Chrysaor? Chrysaor outs this, but isn't out this. We need to find something to out this, otherwise nothing else matters. If we find the card we're looking for anyway, it doesn't make any difference either, so I think we do just send the Chrysaor. Bruh. Okay, we'll go Cataphract. We'll fire off Storm. We'll just hit this one. Right, we did hit the negate attack. Sure. Give me back Chrysaor, because I need something in this hand. Give me back a second Chrysaor. There was probably a better way to do this, realistically, that didn't end up losing me the game, but this is fine. All we need to do is hit 3 cards that are the same level, right? Easy. Alright, we'll activate the effect. Well, there he is finding the graveyard. Yeah, I think we should have gotten out a Chrysaor before we activated the second Cataphract, because then we increased the chances that we find what we needed there. Put these 3 back. Ah, and there I should have put back 3 of the same level, because then it increases the odds. I should have just like stacked 3s in the deck there, I think. So now either we attack into this for 400 and then we just hope, or we mill 3 for the Hail Mary. I mean, the Hail Mary's never working. So I think we just do this. I think we've probably screwed this either way. But this way I've got 2 big bodies on the board. And we'll just swing into this. Alright. You mill 3 level 1s now? I wasn't willing to take that risk, unfortunately. I mean, how many 1s do we have left in deck? 1, 2... So there were actually 4 in deck. But that means there were 3 that weren't. We know there's an 8 in deck. Mill 3, come on. Now, this is the best chance we have. Okay, that's 800 damage at the moment. 6 cards in hand, 1 card on field. I've got to run to you tomorrow. See you, Victor. Cat comes down. Tributes Cat for Witch. Activate Witch. Summons SRM. Now we're fusing these and then getting at another guy. We're just leaving this. If we're leaving just this, this is what? 14 plus 8 plus 2k. Oh, that's just over lethal. Boo! Oh, was it lethal? It was lethal because of the mill Jamalu. Because of that mill at the end, that got him lethal. Oh, that's sad, bro. That's sad. So he would have been on 200 life points if he didn't get that exact mill at the end. So this was his list. I mean, it's standard, right? Like, if people are playing 1 fire, they're playing Jamalu. If they're playing 1 water that isn't an alchemy, they're playing Takraminos. And if they're playing a wind, it's Faithbird, right? So there's nothing, like, super crazy here. Hikari wants a duel challenge. But Hikari, we've already dueled today. That you remember? Alright, we'll go ahead and do the duel challenge. We respect that we made it. I'll make a room rather than, like, doing the invite thing, because it's just, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's easier or harder, to be honest, but... Sure, we'll just do that. Wow. There you go. Alright. Let's let Hikari get her revenge. Show him the power of furries. I don't think Hikari's bringing like a beast deck today. I suppose the furry deck now is spellcasters, right? Hello, Hikari. Let's hop in. Let's see if we can beat Hikari again with the power of Dork Gallagher. We're going second? Whoa! If we just get a really good hand, we could just kill. I mean, it's a hand. There's stuff you can do with this, for sure. Is it like a good hand? Probably not. No, stop setting back row. 2 cards stuck in the old hand. Okay. I mean, right now, this does nothing, so we're always doing this. I kind of want to keep this, to be honest. Let's do this. Interesting. Dark Prophet. We'll go Meteor Lava. We'll go Pale Rider. Activate Meteor Lava. That's some nice cards in the bin. Ironically, we still don't have enough Engrave. I could get the fusion back, which I can do with this, right? So we'll probably do this. Tribute 1, Tribute 2, Summon, Activate Prophet. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't make a huge difference. I could just leave that in the bin. Go for them. No! Yes. That was correct. That was correct. Okay. My brain, for some reason, is, like, lagging so far behind right now. I need... No, it's fine. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, I'm, like, all over the place. I'm so scatterbrained right now. Alright. Out comes Theogonia. Activate Theogonia. Bring back Chrysaor. Set a back row. Go to battle. Swing with this. Yeah. Get him for 3k. Okay, Half-Life. We have a guy that can't be popped, and we have a lot of attack on the board. So this feels pretty good. This is playing around the boss. I trust I didn't brick. I believe. I've just found the Pog, so we're probably going to go for a double discard with the skill. The back row has to be a back row hate. So we're going to probably activate the skill, discard 2. We're going to summon out a guy, pop my back row. Probably still be stuck with another back row hate. That wouldn't surprise me. No Requiem to discard. Summons out the Prophet. Activate the Universal Storm. So we are going to be hitting this back row. It was the negate attack. This is best of 3, right? I mean, it can be. I'm not really fussed one way or another. Okay, so this is pretty much perfect. Because now you get to bring back Chrysaor and you get to bring back Prophet. You won't have enough cards in graveyard to use Prophet, though. At the moment. Look at how gold this card is. This actually looks really nice. I've always been a big fan of gold border plus gold text. I think it just looks the nicest on like any Yu-Gi-Oh card. This duel is for Soul Custody of Zuijo. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to win that war regardless, to be honest. Okay, so we need one more card in graveyard, or we just need to have another fusion. Now, that last back row could just be another fusion. Right, there we go. There's the cards in graveyard. I mean, I'm just dead, right? Summon, get that back, fuse together. Theogonia brings back Chrysaor. Use the effect mill. Then it's... Oh, actually, that's really awkward, because then you have to crash everywhere. Oh, that is so awkward. You kind of just really want Chrysaor just to wipe my board. That would be, like, the best option. Oh, but that wouldn't even work, because Theogonia is 9, and... You don't have room to make Apocalypse. Seem either like the most broken deck in the game, or it's just fine. I mean, that is you've literally summed up Card Fighter. It is. If you high roll, the deck is busted. If you don't high roll, it's kind of whatever. How have the Gamble Mills been? The Gamble Mills have been okay today. They've been strictly okay. But hello, NTKS, welcome up. I have sole custody of my child Zuijo. Yeah? Is that how this was working now, Promanicus? You've just decided that Zuijo's yours? I think Hikari might not like that. Is that OG Toti in the chat? Hello, hello. Dark Galaxy getting the contact fusion stuff soon. Trust. Trust, always trust. I didn't have monsters for Globule. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the play here now is just, like, Ram 24, right? Like, there's nothing else to do. If you leave this stuff here... I mean, that might be better, because then I need to find a way to deal with you. Oh, okay, this is better, this is better. So now you clear my whole board. Done this a little early, unless we don't have another monster to summon. More back row. 3 back row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of like the 10 that you run. That means guaranteed there is at least a trap back there. Probably 2. I think we're screwed. Oh god, what is this ad? Okay, wait, Pog. Alright. Fusion does nothing, right? Right now, Fusion actually just does nothing. So there is no reason whatsoever to leave Fusion in my hand. If we draw into Profit, then... Like, we draw into Profit, and then we get Fusion back from the graveyard anyway. So it makes no difference at all keeping these Fusions in hand. So we're going to activate the skill. We'll send both. That has also changed very little. So these are both destroyable with this. The issue is I can grab back like any guy, but like what does it get me? Like what does getting Dark Prophet back to my hand do for me here? I'll have nothing else on the field. If I do that, that doesn't do anything. I think my actual best play is just Device. And then just attack for 16. I think that's actually just the best play that we have. What is literally the alternative, right? We summon, hope this hits something, and then nothing happens. So I think it's literally just Device. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Yes, I would love a card back to my hand. I mean, it's gotta just be you, right? Oh, I feel so bad, but come back to me, Pale Rider. I summoned Pale Rider. Do you want to compulse me? Do it, coward, you won't. Alright, Storm. That one. Storm again. Oh no, that one. To battle! Go get him! That's what we got. Sniping my legend? I mean, when we have a 66% chance, I think it's in our favor. We're finally getting Rainbow Karibo, yeah. Rude. My play is 1600 pass. What do you want from me? All we needed was profit, right? If we had profit, we'd just win the game there. But we didn't have profit, so it didn't matter. I mean, we've got to just be dead here, right? Surely. Surely we're just dead. Surely Hikari can't mess this up, right? This should be like the freest lethal of all time. Hikari matchup again. This is Hikari challenging us. She used her 10,000 gem challenge. Discard. Take it back. Activate. Get back a 16. Yeah, that's just lethal, right? I assume you just have a 16 engrave. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's technically not lethal yet. We'll wait until guarantee lethal is on the board. So we need to see one more monster. The fact we're taking Dark Prophet tells me there is another fusion in my future. Never underestimate Hikari. I mean, was it Hikari doing well, or was it us summoning Void Velgia Pale Raider Pass that was the issue here? Okay, yeah, that's lethal. Yeah, unfortunately we drew really, really badly in that last turn. If we had... I mean, would it have needed to be Prophet? It probably would have needed to be Prophet. Like, I don't think anything else does it. So, like, it's not like, oh, we didn't have, like, Requiem, so we lost, right? Like, a Requiem doesn't sort us out there. It has to be exactly Prophet. Okay, we're going first. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. You know what? We're just going to do this. We're going to send some cards to the bin. I'm going to summon this. Then I'm going to send another card to the bin. Then I'm going to set. Now you face Void Velgia Requiem. I'm trying to work out what Kim Friend is doing. I think he's in like some sort of K-hole right now. Round 2 against Hikari. I mean, technically this is round 3, right? Defense monsters. You cannot defeat the mighty Requiem! Alright, step 1. Universal Storm. Get that shit out of my face. That's nice. What are we doing with the rest of this? Activate the skill, pitch, and get a triple mill. Activate that, get a card back. We would only have 2 cards anyway, so we probably do go for the double. Okay. We'll go for this. We'll send both. Yeah, we'll mill some cards as well. Well, there goes a lot of spell cards. That's fine. It's whatever, right? So now... I mean, it's always you. The question is, do we go for the other one as well? I mean, probably, right? So we'll go Cataphract. Activate Cataphract. I want you back. So Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Activate the effect. That's only 1 attack. I want to gamble. Yeah, fuck it. It's not about winning and losing, it's about sending a message. Alright. Yeah, if we had milled better, we would have just gone for the 6 attacks. But alas, we did not. There's also like a hair in my mouth somewhere. I can feel it moving around in there. That's right, last turn we passed on Requiem back row, and this turn we've got Requiem back row and another boss. How many millers, or how many recyclers do we have left? We have 1, 2. Okay. No, not 2 back row. My one weakness. Now we have to get lucky. That one. Yeah! Never snipe left. What do we do here though? We can put 3 cards back in our deck, guarantee we're getting triple attack, and then just win, right? It doesn't matter what we put back. Summon this. Activate this. I don't think this matters. Go to battle. Swing! 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 Yeah! This deck is stupid! Alright, we're actually going to save that replay because that was actually quite good. Oh, should we save the last one? When we lost to Hikari, how bad was it? I don't think it was bad, right? Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, we'll save that one. We'll save that one as well. Yeah, unironically, I do think Slime is really good against exactly Dark Galaxy. And it's like... But the issue is, I really don't like it against Light Galaxy or Sevens. And I think that kind of sums this meta up, is there's some techs you want for some decks that you really don't want against the others. And it makes it very difficult to like deck build correctly. Alright, let's see what Hikari's got for us in game number 4. They make RDC easy? I mean, kind of, right? Because we have the side deck, right? We can just put all of the techs we want in there and feel pretty good about it. Pog! I mean, as is, this hand is kind of mid, so I guess we're just going to see what we get. I see no reason to sit on you or you. Sure, we'll mill 3. Well, there goes 2 more spell traps. Doesn't really accomplish much of anything, does it? I could use that, put those 3 back directly. I mean, it's an option. I don't know if it's a good option, but it exists. It's a thing we can do. I'll tell you what, it doesn't really matter. We're already playing for fun anyway. We'll just go for the Dark Hole device here. We'll go 1. We'll go 2. We'll go 3. Add a card back to hand. Return to me, Requiem. Ah! No, she has it! Ah! Damn you, Hikari, opening your legend turn 1. Well, now I don't want to do anything. I'll just end. Actually, why didn't I do it? I should have absolutely summoned it and forced it out. Force it out. Exactly, Quantum. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, we've said it. We've said it time and time again. When we're playing on stream, we're not focusing on the game. We're just not focusing on the game. He said he's playing for fun. I've already won, Manicus. What are you talking about? We're already 2-1 up. Right, Globule comes down. Requiem hits the board. There might be a way to lethal me right here, actually. Oh, or not. I was like, there was actually a very comfortable way to lethal. Ah! Alright. Profit. Let's go Storm. Boo! That means that one is the... so now we're just dead, right? Man, if we had forced it out last turn, we'd actually be in a really good spot here. But we did not, so we are not. Sure, we're just clicking buttons at this point. I don't think anything matters at this stage. Sure, we'll do that. We'll summon out lava. Activate lava. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon out Chrysaor. Hikari checks the stream to see what's in my hand. Alright, we already know we've lost, so we're just going to surrender here. There's no point in continuing, is there? Not realistically. Alright, we're quite happy to end on 2-2. Alright, back to the ladder. By the way, the middle one was XQE. Oh, I see. Oh, so you had XQE and the legend. I see, I see. Well, then there was no way we were winning that last one anyway. But GG's. Oh, it's hit. It's so weird playing and just literally constantly running into names I know. Your snipe would have been incorrect. I mean, yeah, there's nothing we could have done anyway, right? But it doesn't matter anyway, because we should have forced it out the turn before. But we were just, like, misplaying left and right. This is a really awkward hand. Like, fusing here doesn't really go anywhere. But then, if he doesn't have a fusion... No, he'd need the field spell. It's just the field spell. I think we probably just set a whole bunch of stuff, right? I think that's fine. And we'll pass on that. Alright, let's see what hit has for us here. We're going to go Tarask. So, using Tarask is kind of gambling if you don't have a fusion or a field spell in hand. So it's probably like, do we bother? Okay. Green Builder, we could just add the fusion, and then that acts as fuel for Tarask. Oh no, we're going for... Okay, so we already have everything we need then? Right, now we're doing this. Oh, he literally gambled. He sent pile onto the graveyard and then mill both Fusion and Peaks of Blistopia. Isn't this bad? Doesn't that mean that he, like, gets messed up really badly here? Like, he added the one-time Build Dragon and then didn't have the Fusion or the Field Spell. So is he just, like, hard gambling? Bro's like Dark Galaxy gambling? Hold my beer. Tomato Stream. Hello, Whistling Bird. I hope you're enjoying your holiday, my friend. Wait, he had... Oh, no, he added the Peaks of Blistopia. So he doesn't have Fusion? I'm so confused. His plays make no sense to me. I'm streaming, right? I'm paying more attention to chat than the game, and I still don't understand what he's doing. Bro is the luckiest one player, but, like, his plays didn't make any sense. I don't understand. Okay, this is a bit of an awkward setup that we have here, but we are probably fine. No matter what, all of our fusions rely on profits. There's no reason to hold on to Fusion in hand. There's just straight up no reason to. But I do need this to beat that. So it's like, do we mill this? That is the question. I mean, one's just gambling. The other is, like, guaranteeing I can clear that. So we'll do this. Okay, that didn't really change anything, but it's fine. So we'll go Lava. We'll go Pale. And then we'll go Glob here, I think. Activate Lava. Nothing really changed there. I can put some cards back if I want. I don't really see a need to. Actually, putting those two back would be pretty good. So I'll go ahead and use Glob. Put back you and you. Guess I'll put you back as well. Tribute this. No. Tribute this. Summon. Activate the effect. Then we'll fire off Universal Storm and just get rid of this to set him back a turn. Go to battle. Swing over this. Swing over this. And swing over this. Alright. Gotta be the fuggliest fusion I've ever seen. Which fusion? Which fusion's the ugly one? He is guided by the heart of the cards. The logic is above us. I mean, potentially. He just sent... So he used the skill to search one. And then he's just discarded the other one off of Picklon. What is the hand that we're willingly just throwing that away? It's got to be Gantry, right? He has to have Gantry. But if he's got Gantry, that means he must have a field spell in hand as well. I guess he could have a Tarrasque. That gets him the field spell. Hello, Cyclone Valley. Welcome, welcome. Okay, here comes the Shovelin. Dynamic Dream Builder. So that'll get him... What, Fusion? Oh, he's getting Peaks of Blistopia. Okay. So he's got that back. Okay, so the hand has to be Gantry, right? It has to be Gantry. There's no reason he would do any of this if he didn't have Gantry. Right, okay, Gantry's come down. Gantry brings back Build Dragon, and then the question is, what's the last card in hand? If it's a monster, we might want to play it. If not, we'd be Pylon of its Fusion. And then the only other option... Mind you, would you play more than one Fusion in this deck? I don't think you would, right? So I think we just bring back the Shovelon. Activate the effect. Bring him back. Okay, so we get to clear all three. We have a back row. Okay. I mean, I'd like to have a back row. I hate to deal with that, but it is what it is. We've already used all three of them. So if that back row is a good back row, we just have to walk into it. Alright, well, we still haven't found Dark Hole Device either, actually, which is very annoying. Man, we really need Dark Hole Device. We have, like, everything we need, except Dark Hole Device is not in our graveyard. Going for the Hail Mary to pop all 3 is never going to work. So I think we have to just send both to the grave and draw 2. I think that's literally the only thing we can do. Okay. It's here. The issue is we have to manually use it. Which kinda sucks. But I think there isn't a better option, right? We activate it, keep one of these, use the other one to bring back the other, use the effect, bring it back, and then it just comes down to what the back row is. So I'll go Dark Hole Device. Go 1, go 2, we go 3. Grab back Glob. We have a fusion on the board, so we don't need to worry about that. Summon Apocalypse, discard it, take back, if so. I don't think that matters. I could be wrong. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Think of what I want to put back. Grab back the fusion. Summon out Glob. Activate the fusion. Go into this. Into Proto. Oh. We were not playing around anything specific in the back row. Okay, well he's going to bring back anyway, but it's fine. Why didn't you summon Apocalypse first place? You could keep your cards. I mean, does it make any difference if we're going to have a full board anyway? So here, if I add you, then I can summon you. Oh, yeah, this is actually a little bit awkward. Because this doesn't threaten lethal. I'm 100 shy of threatening lethal. It's probably fine either way. Alright, we'll go ahead and activate Dark Prophet. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Grab this back. Go 1, we'll go 2, into Theogonia. So now he activates his trap card. The issue is he's going to have this up, so I can't do anything about it. Oh, what we should have done is kept Thingy in the graveyard. That would have been way better. Ah, yeah, we've misplayed like 3 times today. On this game specifically. You could play around traps that way, but I guess, yeah, it depends on the set. I don't think it even actually plays around the traps correctly, though. Right? Because, like, no matter what, we still have to do this. And then he still just activates this at the best possible time, and then we can't kill him. I think the only... Because what we could have done was we could have kept Requiem in the graveyard, and then brought Requiem back with Protostar. But then we can't threaten the fusion with the Prophet. So I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I don't think there was any way to play around everything. What we should have done, really, was just at this last stage, we should have kept the Requiem in the graveyard, brought it out instead of the Chrysaor. Then we could have just used it to attack over. And then we could have gotten in for some good damage. That was, like, the correct play. You can revive. Yeah, that's what we were saying. But we shuffled it back into the deck because we weren't thinking about that. We could go for a double play. We need a way to beat double 29 is the issue. Even if we make that fusion, it doesn't beat that. So I actually think we have to go for the Meteor Lava Cataphract play. And he has the Compulse now. Okay, yeah, we're done. We're done. We can't beat through fucking Compulse. If he was smart, he would have activated after Apocalypse anyway, so you would have got Pale Rider, then it was lethal. Is that true? If he was smart, he would have activated after Apocalypse. So we summon out the Apocalypse, we activate the effect. We get back... So we would only have had the 21, because we had the Darkhold device in hand. So we wouldn't have discarded the 3. So we would have summoned, got back... thingy, activated it, popped, taken back Pale Rider, summoned Pale Rider, but then that's still not... but then we'd have to activate. Yeah, I mean, that plays through specifically riding. But again, it's easy to say that with hindsight, right? If the back row was Compulse, it doesn't play through it, right? If the back row is Negate Attack, it doesn't play through it. So Meteor Lava, is it in this deck? Yeah, we're playing Meteor Lava in here. It's been pretty good for us so far. Alright, Universal Storm. This hand is a little awkward, if we're being honest. I think we always use the skill, right? Because we're never tribute summoning this, but he's only got one monster out. This is really not a good hand. I don't think I want to leave him with resources, so I think we are actually just going to shoot everything at him. Okay, getting rid of those is still pretty good for us here, I feel. We are going to summon out Meteor Lava as well. Screw it, we'll just swing with Meteor Lava. Yeah, we'll get him for 32. If it was only Executor, you would have won. And with Compulsory, I don't remember the rest of your hand to know if you had any other plays. So if he had Compulsory, we would have summoned into Apocalypse. Then he immediately would have hit us with Compulse. And then we lose the game because we don't have enough monsters to discard with Darkhold Device. So if he did have Compulse, going into Apocalypse first loses us the game. Because he would still have a 3,000 and a 2,500 on the field. And we would just have nothing. Okay, we've got the boat. Adds back the Transam Linak. Doesn't have the fusion. And that's both Meteor Charges gone as well, which is really big. Right, does he have the fusion in hand, or is it that last set card on the field? Summons out another 16. So we're probably... Are we crashing with the 16 into the 16? But you would have known when summoning Pale Rider, you would have known the trap. Yeah, but then... Yeah, but then what do you do from that position, though, Hikari? Because, alright, if we summon a monster, right? If we summon the Prophet, and then we see that there's a... Well, first off, Prophet wouldn't trigger a reaction anyway, because it's got 0 attack. Then we'd summon out the Pale Rider, And it still wouldn't trigger a reaction, because Pale Rider's a normal monster, and you can't activate Execute Your Riding on a normal monster. So we'd then just be like... I have no idea what his back row is. We then would have fusioned, and then got slapped, right? This fusion does nothing for us, so there's no reason to hold on to it. So we'll go ahead and activate Fusion Draw. We're discarding this. Yes. Oh, there's Dark Hole Device again. Yeah, so you knew it was not compulsory? Yes. But, like, again, that's like, hindsight again. What are we doing with this? I need to actually focus on the game. Activating that doesn't really get me anything. We can try and dig for high levels. We can get a Crysaor relatively easily. Do we have Fusion in the Great Guard? We do. So we're probably going to go for that. So we'll go Cataphract. Okay, he has something. Does he have something less than 1,000? He does, so it could be Riding. We'll go second Cataphract here. We'll activate Cataphract. Oh, thank you so much for that. Activate Cataphract. Okay, so that does actually get us something at least. So we'll grab Cry to hand. The issue is... we have to go... I realistically can't play around his back row. We just have to try and force it. Which I'm not too happy about, but I don't think I get a choice. Right, we'll summon this, and then we'll see if it's compulse and he puts this back to my hand or not. No, it was Riding. Okay. If it wasn't compulsory, summon Apocalypse and lethal. Yes. Hikari is right. If we have two ways to check... the issue is we wouldn't know what it was at all. But I suppose it doesn't matter, because we know it's not compulse, which is like the thing you need to confirm. Sorry, let me focus on the game for a second, and then I'll get back into like engaging with chat and stuff. Alright, we'll go Prophet here. Activate Prophet. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Add back the fusion. We will fuse away into Theogonia. Activate Theogonia. Bring back Crysaor. Then we will just mill 3 monsters. We mill 2. How much damage is that now? 14 plus 4 is 18. We're just shy of lethal. That's actually so annoying. I don't even want to summon this. Because, like, it could just get pierced over for a ridiculous number. So I think we're actually just going to do this. Wait, did I miscount? No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. A lot of awkward hands to put into. It's compulsory, he lost anyway. But it's base, so we keep playing it. Tomato, I know it's easier to say it later. I'm just responding to Marcus. He doesn't understand. Yeah, I'm trying to like wrap my head around it myself as well. But I think you are right. The issue is like seeing it in the moment, right? The way to deal with that, Hikari, if someone is like pushing a meme, they're doing it to get the reaction. So the best thing to do is just ignore it, and then they just kind of stop, usually. That's like the go-to. Like, or you put your foot down, right? Whichever one takes your fancy. I personally just tend to try and ignore it for the most part, but... it is what it is. Final Fantasy IV background music, let's go. Yeah. I love... Final Fantasy IV is probably my favourite Final Fantasy game. Like, I really love, like, the simplicity, but also, like, all the characters in the story. Alright, Linak comes down. We're going to fuse together and pop my back row. My precious, precious Darkhold device. So that's what? That now beats over for 500. I still have a 3k guy he can't deal with at the moment. You can't beat Udius anyway. I want him to smile. I mean, doesn't Udius beat Zuijo like 3 times? Yeah, but the logic was that if it was compulse, it didn't matter what we did. We were always fucked. So it's like playing to win, right? What on earth do we do here? He has lots of scary, scary back row. I mean, we fuse... Alright, we summon Prophet. There is a delay. He has a compulse face down. How on earth do we play around compulse with what we've got here? We'll go Prophet Effect. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Grab back the fusion. We'll summon the globule. Activate fusion. We'll go into Proto. Okay. So now, when we use one of these, we'll put the other one back. So I will now... Right, he's only the turn you summon him, okay? This is very important, guys, that you always remember that Theogonia is only the turn you summon it, alright? Just so you know. It's very important you remember that. Alright, we'll go Proto. Oh, we are making such a dog's dinner out of this, aren't we? Okay, we'll grab you. We can just make another Theo, right? Alright, we'll summon out Requiem. Let's see if he does anything here. He's thinking. He's like, oh, is this the time? I mean, this threatens lethal. So if he doesn't do it here, I'm just going to combat. Leave the poor ship alone. This is Boat Daddy. Compulse! What do you do with this, though? Because I can just summon this again. Oh! Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Right, let's see what else he's got. Oh, did we just get a combat? If we go to combat, we slam him with 2 guys. He needs exactly slime. But playing around slime otherwise is kind of a pain. Okay, he has slime. Because the only other way... Oh, it was the guard? I was never playing around the guard. Yeah, ironically, it was just clicking Theogonia to defense actually completely messed us up. I mean, we're still not, like, strictly speaking dead. There's still a chance. But, like, it's not looking great. Yeah, we would have one... Right, unless he's got double guard. If he had double guard, we weren't winning there regardless, right? Goes for the Eve. Okay. Summons up Bright Sentinel. think the oldness is getting to you. It's literally just trying to keep up with chat whilst also like playing the game. It just gets me really scatterbrained. Like, it really does. Like, again, if I'm not in chat and I'm just like focusing on the game, generally it's fine. But like, when I'm on stream, I am a complete mess, mate. Complete mess. Goes for the fusion. Okay. So we're going to go for Eternal. And then Eternal attack over the 24. And you've got a full graveyard. Yeah, we are so dead. If we didn't have negate attack. Now, does he have back row hate? He has one back row hate left. Now, he should have used it by now. If he had it. He put it to the top, so he wasn't going for the Hail Mary draw to find it. So it's just, does he have it or not? If he has the back row hate, we're cooked. In stream, I can't even summon a normal, so... Yeah. It's one of those things. I think some people are a lot better when streaming than others. I am awful when streaming. I am catastrophically bad when I'm streaming. That's just how it be. That's just how it be. Hello, JD Scrub, by the way. I think you said something earlier, but there was a lot going on. Okay. So is this the Eternal, or are we going to go for a Hail Mary draw? We are going for the Eternal. Alright, have we just sat there and held the back row hate this entire time? Now there's a Pokemon background? Yeah, this is Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Wild Pokemon Battle Theme. Goes defensive. Goes to battle. Swings. Negate attack. I'm going to save this replay because we haven't got many like Galaxy replays. I'm just a little bit worried we won't have enough. Tomato, when you see me on stream, do I misplay? Yes. I'm going to say yes. And I can say that because I don't know 100% how your decks work. So I wouldn't know better either way. I'm getting constantly pinged. What's going on here? "777" with a football icon. Hello, Dr. Alex. Alright, let's see what our 7 Sesso opponent has for us today. Is he going to have... His name is 777, right? His board is 777. His sleeves are 777. And bro is not playing Dark Galaxy. Like, what is even happening? This is actually a really awkward setup we have here. I think we still send, because right now this doesn't literally do anything. That has changed very little. We know he's playing 1400 defenders. I think I am going to go Cataphract here. Because like, if we do get something, we could make an actual decent play. And if we don't, we still have 1000 attackers that we can just like use. I think we will use this. I think just getting rid of his back row is probably for the best. The question is, are we setting this? Is he just playing Santa? I mean, if he's just playing Santa, setting this makes sense, but let's see what he's got. He might have just high defense monsters. Right, this could still be Santa. Right, this is probably Santa. I don't know, do you play Dealer in Santa? I'm still very somewhat confused as to what we're against. Just 2 sets and pass. Okay. Well, let's fire off the Pog. Okay. So we contribute these to summon out this. Flip this up. See how many attacks we get. Go from there. That seems alright to me. Alright, tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon. I'm gonna flip up Prophet here and increase the number of Dark Galaxy in my deck. Am I retarded? Normal summoned. I need to remember that it's normal summoned. I really need to remember that. Right, 2 cards to the graveyard. So that doesn't really help me that much. But now we go Fusion. Combine them together into Theogonia. We'll drop Glob. We'll go ahead and activate Theogonia here. Bring back the boy. We'll activate Glob here. And this time we will actually increase the number of darks in our graveyard. In our deck, even. We'll tribute this. Activate Chrysaor. 3 monsters. Activate Requiem. Chrysaor, go! Right, it was Magnum Overlord! Chrysaor, go! I mean, to be fair, he didn't really do much. We'll save the replay because it's a different game, but I really don't want to put that one in the video, if we're being honest. This deck sometimes is so goofy, bro. It's so it's literally so goofy. I can't get over how many games we have won or lost based on did we just find like 3 good mills. Like, it's actually so silly. This deck is dumb. Exactly. I mean, I don't even think it's dumb, like, per se. It's more that you can just play the deck straight up and it feels pretty good, but you can also just high roll as well as just getting all the mills you need and attacking like 3+, like getting 5 attacks in a single turn is so nuts. It's so nuts. Set 1, set 2, set 3, and pass. Okay. I mean, we have no way to OTK. I would really like to OTK, but that's just not happening here. Even if we discard draw 1, what does it do for us? Like, fundamentally. Discard 1, draw 1, we get Fusion. We make a board that does less damage. Right, we'll summon out Prophet, see if he has a delay. No delay. Okay, we're just gonna Hail Mary this. I'm just gonna summon out a board of 4100 attack goodness. Go get him, champ. Alright, let's see what he's got. Saw more leaks, so testing time. Are you testing on Dueling Book then, if you're doing the leaks? Ghost Cyclone. Ah, my negate attack. What actually could have been better is just not set any back row there. That could have actually been a lot stronger of a play. Adds Roadstar to hand. Adds Fusion. Discard Witch. It's got to be a discard Witch, right? Discard Stream. Okay. Then activate Pog afterwards. Summons Mr. Alchemy. Tributes to summon Witch. So we don't have the Strange Witch then. Based Galaxy best deck. I think Dark Galaxy's cool. I don't like it as much in Duel Links, just because it doesn't feel as consistent as the other decks. But I think it's still a really cool deck. Okay, activate Fusion. Okay, we're going straight into 7's Paladin. Set another back row. Set another back row. Activate Paladin. We're gaining attack. Not a lot of attack. We do lose our board. Okay. We're feeling reasonably... The bad side about this is Prophet is in the graveyard. Well, there's another Prophet. It comes down to... What has he got? Right, let's summon Globule and see if there's a delay. No delay. The issue is, it could still be Riding. If he has Riding, then we get messed up. We still don't have Fusion access. I'd have to summon everything in attack as well. That wouldn't even be lethal though, would it? It would be 34. So that would be 14, 1800 damage. That's so annoying. That's actually so annoying. Alright, in which case, I think we are doing this. Alright, we'll go Prophet. We activate Storm. Oh no, that one. Riding! We'll drop the Fusion. Go into Proto. Activate Proto. It's probably you, right? What 8s do we even have in Graveyard? We have Cry. Oh. That actually just changed quite a lot then. Do we have enough cards in Grave? We must do. But there must be plenty of monsters in it. Okay, we'll take this back. I'll activate the effect, because why not? Then we'll go Prophet. Activate Prophet. 1, 2, 3. Bring back Fusion. Activate Fusion. See, this is Dark Galaxy doing cool Dark Galaxy stuff. This is like what I tend to like about Dark Galaxy. Right, this is almost objectively the wrong decision, but it's the funnier choice, so I'm going to go for the Cryosol Mills. To battle! Go get him, champ! No! He has the negate attack! Okay, that's fine. But this was the cooler play still. I stand by that. I stand by that. I wish Dark Galaxy skill, like Galaxy. I think the thing is, if they... This deck has, like, the highest ceiling, right? So if you gave this skill the, like, Galaxy treatment, it just becomes the best deck in the game, I think. In my opinion, the best deck this format comes down to each person's individual taste and playstyle. I don't think that's true. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because you could say it's subjective, but I think, like, it's less about your preferred playstyle and more about how the different decks interact with each other. And I think we were saying this at the start of the stream, it's not as simple as rock, paper, scissors. It's more like, depending on the hands that you see and the way that you've built your deck will perform very differently against different other decks, right? And that makes it, like, very interesting. Are we winning Dark Galaxy Duelist? We've been doing alright today. We have also absolutely blundered some of these games. Like, absolutely blundered them, but... Are we dead? We're probably... We might be alive. Are we alive? What's he going up to? He's gone for the draw. Okay. Alright, yeah, went in sun. Yeah, we've been doing okay. How's your practicing been going, Terra? I assume you're well-versed in the Harpy Mirror by now. Oh, no. I like gambling, but Dark Galaxy clearly doesn't reward me for it. You just have to believe really hard. What's the point of summoning Witch here? Ow. Okay, so now we get to play Feel Out the Back Row again. Wait, has he used... He's already used his Legend, so there's nothing... I guess it's Slime. Slime is what we have to play around, right? Sure. I mean, if he's got Slime, there's not a lot I can do about it. So we'll take this to try and beat over everything he's got. So we'll summon... Tribute 1, Tribute 2, summon out the boy, summon out Glob, activate Glob. We'll go back 1, 2, and 3. Tribute over this, treat as 2 tributes. Activate the effect, activate the effect. Then sure, we'll activate this. 1 attack? Come on, bro. Alright, we'll go to battle. So this attacks over this, that's what, 4? That's 18? That's so annoying. Which means we have to... I can't even clear. I really wanted to clear the whole board. I really, really wanted to clear the whole board. Like, we had the lethal push, but I really wanted to clear. Like, we really, really wanted to clear. Okay, we'll save that. Gamble harder. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to learn Harpy Mirror, so I decide to high roll with Gamble Addiction. I mean, if it works, it's also very funny that we're now just, like, basically talking about gambling across all different versions of Rush. Alright, what we need to do is just get rid of some of these replays. That way we can just have a bit of room. Right, we'll jump in again. We'll jump in again. I think, realistically, it's going to be... You're going to be against Harpy 99% of the time, right? Like, realistically. How does Dark Galaxy get over 4K Master? So you can just use Dark Hole Device. That'll get rid of it. That's like your go-to. I mean, beyond that, you don't really have a good way to do so. But you got to remember, Dark Hole Device is a 2-of. And then you can also get it back if you can just find a... Apocalypse. And Apocalypse is always live, right? Because all you need to make Apocalypse is a Prophet and a Pale Rider. And as long as you have Recyclers in rotation, you can always access it. It's just like... It might take too long to get to it, which is the issue. Has potential also. I don't have the experience with the new Harpies compared to the other duelists in Japan who consistently play against Harpies. Yeah, that's always going to be the downside, right? Transfer or play an Elysium. Also, nobody is making it at 4K. I mean, kind of true. Like, a lot of the time, it's going to hit, like, 3 point something. Okay, we'll go ahead and use this. Let's send this, see what we get. That is very interesting. Okay, we'll go Kata. That was a delay. I saw the delay. It could be either. It could still be either. Alright, we'll go Lava here. Activate Lava. Activate Cataphract. So I could add that to my hand. There's not really a reason to. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. What I was really hoping to do is find Requiem, because Requiem threatens this, so he might bounce it. But, like, now I'm in a weird spot where if I summon this, I get this back, and then I can't fuse because he'll just bounce. Then we just have, like, less than nothing. See, this is where compulsory evacuation device is really annoying. Like, it's really annoying, because I can't... I'm sat here, like, in a lose-lose situation now. Where, like, I need to force it out, but I can't invest everything into a big fusion monster that's going to get put back in my hand. Or just, like, sent back to the extra deck. So I think I have to just do this. It's times like this when compulsory evacuation device is actually terrifying. Because, like, I now need to deal with it, but I have no way to deal with it. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Man, compulsory mind games are so... it's not even mind games, right? It's literally like, because of the delays, we know it's compulse. Or at least it could be compulse. It could be riding, right? We had no way to really test. The only way we could test if it was riding is to normal summon Dark Prophet in attack position. But then if we do that, and it's not riding, then we're still just stuck with the Dark Prophet in attack position. Yeah, what we wanted was a Requiem, because then we can tribute out the Requiem, and that's not as big of an investment as going into a, you know, a fusion monster raw, basically. So I like riding and compulse together in Light Galaxy and SRM for the mind games. Yeah, I really like it as well. The other thing is, so in the Grand Prix, I played 3 mirrors before I played against you, Manicus, right? And in all 3 mirrors, all of my opponents were playing the Ghost Cyclone, like, basically no traps SRM builds. And I managed to take on all of them and beat them all quite convincingly. And, like, I feel like... I personally think the trap version of the deck is better. But I think it maybe depends on what you're playing against. Right? Like, it depends on the matchup. I think in the mirror, it's better to have the traps. We might just be dead, since we have a 0 attack monster on the field. I mean, we could have just not played the Prophet, but... the issue is, Prophet on its own doesn't really do anything, and I still need to dig into a way to deal with him, right? So 1 extra draw was probably worth it. I mean, if you're not fusing this... he did put it to the top, so he has a fusion in hand. So he's probably just set the fusion in the middle there. Okay, so we're just going to attack over all of this. I mean, this is fine, right? I was very close to dead, and now we're not very close to dead. Oh. Do we have a Dark Core Device graveyard? We do not. So I can get that into the graveyard. Then we'd probably discard that as well. Yes. Okay, we'll activate the skill. I really need to find some back row hate. Ooh. That's really not what we needed. Back row hate here would have been absolutely everything we needed, but now we can't go into Apocalypse because we just die. The one upside is he has... we know he's got Compulse and probably Fusion, so if we just bet that's not something he can activate. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to set 3. And I don't think I'm going to set Negate Attack, because there's a good chance that's a back row hate. He hasn't seen any of them yet. We haven't had any back row for him to hit. So, I mean, if this card is activatable, then we're just dead anyway, right? If he has a tribute monster, we're probably just dead anyway, because he can just forcefully activate his own compulse on his turn. But I think this is the best chance we've got. Yeah, this is one of those games where, like, we're literally just completely at the mercy of we just need to draw back row hate, otherwise we can't play the game. And even then we need to win a 50-50. I mean, we have to just find something eventually. We probably didn't need to mill those, to be honest, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll go profit. Alright, we just need to win the 50-50. That one. I mean, that could still be compulse. We have no idea. We just have to do what we can. We just have to do what we can. Alright. Summon Globule. No delay. Okay, so there is no compulse. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. That's probably what we're doing. Is there a reason to summon this, use the effect, get that back? Adding a card to hand doesn't really do anything for us, right? As is, we can just do full combo anyway. Okay. We'll go Fusion. Into Proto. Activate Proto. Add back Profit. Summon Chrysaor. Then activate Profit. Activate Fusion. Into Theogonia. Back into Chrysaor. Activate Chrysaor. Set the back row. Go to battle. Chrysaor into this. Chrysaor into this. Swing here. And then 24. I don't know if there was a better play there. That's the play we went for. Maybe we did set negate last turn in case we draw removal for narrowed down his back row to 1, assuming the 1 was removal. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's the Storm. We knew the Storm was coming because he hasn't used any of them yet. And now all he does is basically summon out Eternal and then just wins. There's nothing we can do about it really on 16 now. Was there a better line? We didn't have access to Glob. No, we did have access to Glob. We didn't have access to Pale. Or should I say we didn't have access to Pale and Profit at the same time. So we didn't really have a way to go for the thingy play. Chrysaor can attack only monsters? No, it can attack everything. The issue is he had 2 25s, right? So we had to get rid of a 25 by running into it. Yeah, and then this will be lethal. There's no way this isn't lethal. He needs to get, what, 4,000 attack? He needs 500 attack. I mean, this was still a pretty good replay. I think we will probably save this. 6,200! Ouch. I mean, that's one of those games where we were playing around a card he didn't have. Because the only way to check which one it was for sure was to risk leaving a 0 attack monster on the field that guaranteed us to lose the game. So, like, in hindsight, we could have just gone for a big push earlier. But we didn't know, right? It's like, It's so hard. It's so hard to decide if, like, again, in hindsight, what we did was incorrect, right? In hindsight. But at the time, was that still the correct decision or the incorrect decision? Like maybe just, like, YOLOing it and just assuming it's riding is just better. Like, when it was last format, it was very easy to identify, no, you have to push for lethal whenever you can. But in this format, it can be a bit slower. So it's not quite as open and shut. Okay. I mean, I think we just set free, right? With this hand, I don't think we do anything crazy. The issue is he has 10 cards going into turn 2. But we don't have a way to activate our skill, we don't have any draw power, we don't have any way to get access to a boss outside of just sacking with Cataphract. Alright. Bro has literally 10 cards. He can get a free +1 off the skill. So he's got like 11 cards. Surely he can just kill us, right? Like, this shouldn't be difficult. All he needs is a cat, basically. I guess he needs to make room, but, like, making room shouldn't be difficult. Let's see what he does. Goes for the SRM. That is a good room maker. Takes the fusion. Needs to discard something. You might even discard Witch here. But probably a spell trap, depending on what he's got in hand. Sends Juggles. Bro is playing Juggles the Clown. Did make room. So now we go for the Witch to get value off of the Witch, I guess. If the set is a cat, then that makes a lot of sense. Okay, it was a cat. Now we have to hope that he doesn't flip up the middle one. That would probably be the most annoying thing he could do. Like, obviously, our ideal is that he flips up Pale Rider and attacks into Cataphract, right? But we'll see if we ever get lucky. I mean, that could have been worse. If he attacks into the Pale Rider, we are absolutely cooked. We're taking so much damage, and we are almost certainly not going to OTK him. Yep. Ow. We are on 800 life points now, and we have nothing. And we're playing against this board. Christ. Okay. We need something. Okay, summon, check for a delay. There is a delay, which means he has Compulse, which means we are just dead, right? Is there anything we can do off this? Alright, we'll go Cataphract. Activate Cataphract. And it whiffs. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was distracted. Why do I see Sword Dancer? He's playing the Matarian spellcaster list, but he's got a Compulse. Like, this time we actually know it's 100% Compulse. And we can't play through Compulse. Like, maybe we could have gotten him to use it if we Cataphract worked, but it didn't work, so Like, I can take back fusion. But it doesn't mean anything. It's a shame, but like, that was just an unwinnable game state. Like, straight up unwinnable. I mean, what can you do, eh? What can you do? It's fine. I mean, the Matarian part of the deck didn't actually do anything. It literally just came down to, he went first, had a decent hand. We went second, had a really bad hand, and then his turn 3 was absolutely insane, and he got Compulse on the field. There was literally nothing we could do. There was no possible way for us to win that game. If we had the Cataphract Mill work correctly and get back a body, like, we still don't win, but like, if he misplays, we had like a chance. Right? But other than that, there was nothing. There was just straight up nothing. But it's Matarian, so it's too strong. I mean, it's one of those things, right, where Matarian has been, every single time we've had a tier 0 meta in this game, it has always been Matarian. Every single time. And I think people are just like, could we just not have a tier 0 meta with Matarian, please? Because of that, I think a lot of people are just like very anti-Matarian these days. Okay, adds both of them. Now, is he going to send... He did not send Witch. What? Why would you not... What? What are you doing? What are you doing? The play was discard Witch, summon Cat, Cat brings back Witch, Witch summons... Oh my god. Brother! What are you doing? I actually think Pure SRM is better. Yeah, I do as well, but like... It's specifically for the mirror, right? If you could even call it a mirror. What was this turn? What on earth was Little Bro doing? We don't really have much of anything set up right now. We can fuse these two together. We can fuse them together regardless, though, because we can just do that. Alright. Question is... I mean, we got Cataphract, right? We just send both. Those are actually really bad draws. Like, those are, like, the worst draws we could have gotten here. Right, we'll go Cataphract. We'll go Droplet. Activate. Say Droplet. I don't know why I said Droplet. Here, I think we just add back Chrysaor. We'll go Pale. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. We'll go ahead and activate his effect. I mean, 3 attacks is very tempting. But we're going to do this. Just put them all back in. Grab back the fusion. Activate the fusion. Right, we just need that RNG again. We just need the triple attacking. Easy, right? Easy. We just need to triple attack. Oh, he's got thingy. Rice Terrace. Okay. I mean, we weren't really ever playing around Rice Terrace. That's kind of okay. We have to attack this because we don't get a choice. How much damage would that have been if we had connected? That would have been 3,000 plus... Yeah, that would have just been lethal. That would have been lethal if we had milled 3 monsters. If we didn't fuse, it would not have been lethal. We just clear all 3. Alright. What's bro doing? Reveals the Swordsman of Roadstar. are we doing? We're thinking about the cards to search. Probably one of them's going to be a fusion. He knows I've got a 2000 defender. He needs to be able to clear the 2000 defense and the 3000 attack. Was it lethal? So if we had this face up, we attack over this for 14, attack over this for 14, attack over this for 400, right? So that would be 28 plus 432, and then we attack directly for 3000, so that's 62. If we didn't go into the fusion, it would have just been the 32. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, goes into Paladin. But at the moment, Witch on its own doesn't clear Price Seal. He still has 4 cards in hand, though. Witch effect. Discards the Familiar, summons out SRM. So this now clears everything. Goes up to 33. Activates Paladin. Does go for the attack boost. A little bit greedy, but I like it. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I mean, we're probably not going to keep it, so we might as well use it. So this clears this. We'll activate this and see what we hit. 3 monsters. Okay, so as is, we just clear, 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 clear. How much damage is that? That's 100 plus 9. That's 1,000 plus 4 is 1,400, which is 3,900. So if we just summon this, this threatens lethal. Okay, so he has slime. Why did we wait till now to slime? I'm confused why we just took all the extra damage for no reason. Bro has been making some very sus plays all game. It's Mr. Alchemy. Here to bring back a cat to the hand. Strange Witch comes down. Okay. So this is where it gets a little bit scary, because Strange Witch on its own represents 2,800 damage, which is kind of spooky. So he only needs to find 3,200. Yeah, he could be on 25. He absolutely could be on 25 right now. Okay. So that's 28. This is a maximum at the moment of 14. So currently he's threatening 42. The scary thing is if he has another fusion coming my way. Activates Master Axel Road, which means he guaranteed has another fusion potential here. So now he's probably going to grab at least one fusion. How big is it going to be? 29, and then it's, what, 400 for each? So that's going to be 4 times 6, which is going to be 24, which is going to be 53. 53 minus 25 is going to be 28. So that's 28 plus 28. So it's still, if my maths is correct, it is still not lethal yet. Right, he did have the magical stream, chose not to use it. Oh, wait. How big is this going to get? I don't think this is better. I think this is worse, right? One, two... He's got 2 different names. And like 5 monsters, so it doesn't even have piercing. What's... Okay. Well, there's Cataphract. I mean, to be fair, like, how do we beat this? We don't have access to Pale Rider. We don't have Dark Hold Device in the graveyard. Even if we get out our thingy, what's his name? Even if we get out Requiem, he can only go up to 34, which only threatens 600 damage. So I think we just lose, right? Is there a way that we win? This has to die. Like, that has to die regardless. We have a Requiem in graveyard. The only way to kill that... I mean, just Gigantomachia? Is that our win con? Alright, so what I want to do then is fill up my deck with monsters. So I'll go Prophet. That's a delay. That's a delay on Summon of Prophet. That means he has his Compulse down. I can't beat Compulse. I don't know, maybe I can beat Compulse. Can I beat Compulse? It can't be Cutie Trap when it's a 0 attack guy. He doesn't have any 0 attacks in his deck, right? Or does he? Oh, he does. I can't remember if it's Cutie is exact or it's not, right? I just need him to force it. Is what I need. I need to create a board state that forces him to use it. If I fuse these two, it doesn't actually do what I need it to do, is the issue. We summon this, fuse those two. We still don't have what I need in the graveyard. I can bring that back, though. Alright. We'll go Globule. I mean, we just do what we can right now. That's all we can do, right? I need to use these two because I need to keep the Cryosaur, or the Chrysaor. That's the other issue. Yeah, 600 damage. No, I needed it here. Okay. Well, welcome back, Prophet. you. Grab this back. Go for the fusion. Right, there's the compulse. Unfortunately, it's too late to actually mean anything here. But we can go Cataphract. I think that does nothing for us at this stage. As much as I'd really like it to. So it has to be you. I mean, how much damage is this at the moment? This is 12. So the other thing we could have done would be use the skill to send this, and then just pray we draw into something, but like... As is, this is 15, and then he needs to find something else to kill. I think this is just, this goes to show just how good compulsory evacuation device is. Because, like, you can know it's there and just can't do anything about it. Like, if he didn't have compulse, we just win there, right? Even if he had, I don't know, actually, trying to kill through QE would still not be very easy there. Because he just holds it until we go into the Gigantomachia. Activates Witch, which means he has the 7th Row Magician. Summon out the 7th Row Magician. Boost over. Attack, attack, attack. We lose. Bruh, this guy played so bad all game. He made like 8 mistakes and then just won because he just had Legend Trap. And it feels so bad. Like, losing is one thing, but losing to a guy that misplayed constantly all game feels so rough. Feels so rough. Really does. Really does. Maybe you could force it out on him. I mean, maybe. It just kind of sucks, right? I feel like I lost... Like, multiple of these games are just... My opponent had compulsory evacuation device or execute your riding down. And Dark Galaxy just gets absolutely shafted by it. Because I just did not have a way to play through it. Like, it just... I don't know. Like, there's nothing else you could do about it is the issue. It's literally like... Just draw your back row hate, don't mill them, and hit the right cards, or just don't play the game. Now again, if we just had Dark Hole Device, we could just play around it, but we didn't have Dark Hole Device, and we didn't have a way to get access to Dark Hole Device. So I guess, if we're in that kind of situation, where we can't play around... Because that's the other issue, is both times we've been playing around Compulse, we haven't had Dark Hole Device. We literally haven't had access to it. Oh, I don't like this either. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if we can actually try and find a win where we don't just get absolutely bullied by Dark Hole Device. By Compulsory Evacuation Device. Alright. Let's see if this guy actually knows what he's doing. No, he's just gambling and he just pissed away everything. Dark Hole Device best card. I can see why it's limited now. Yeah, again, if we had Dark Hole Device, right, it just absolutely sorts us out completely. I don't know what Bro was doing there, but... Sure. Sure, I guess. It works for me. Alright. Works with a skill, so 3 means you'll always be nuking. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the thing that makes Dark Hole Device really, really scary is the fact we have 2,000 less life points, right? So if you go into Apocalypse, you just make a 3,500 guy, and then it's really not hard to find that last 2,500 to kill your opponent. It's really not hard. And if you got any damage in on a previous turn, that could just be game on its own. Again, if you had 8,000 life points, 2,000 might not seem like a lot, but it is a lot harder to find, you know, 4,500 damage. When we have a fusion, we have, like, a lot of the stuff that we would need. If we discard one, we're not getting it back. If we go into that, we can get one back. Okay, we'll activate Fusion Draw. We're just going to discard this. That is really not helpful. Okay. We'll flip up Prophet. We're going to summon Glob. We'll activate Fusion. We should have activated Universal Storm first, but this is fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No delay. And then we'll just fire this off. Middle, why not? Oh, it's insects. Okay. I guess we're just going to bully our insect bro. Activate Proto. Take back Prophet. Flip up Lava. Guess you're not super important here, but why not? Activate Meteor Lava. Get all the spells out of the deck. Nice. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon. Summon out the Prophet. Activate Prophet. Go 1, 2, 3. Add back the Fusion. Activate the Fusion. Into Theogonia. Out he comes. Activate Theogonia. Bring back Chrysaor. Go to battle. Swing with this. Oh, so we did lose the 50-50. He had the negate attack as the last card. Feels bad, man. So he's going to get... Alright, so his play is going to be activate the spell, pop one of my guys. He's going to tribute out Dynastorcus. Dynastorcus pop another one of my guys. The question is, after he's done all that, is he also going to pop my back row as well? Oh, no, that is Ravenous Matalus. I was not ready for Ravenous Matalus. Right, there's Dynastorcus. So you can pop Chrysaor. But you can't, because Theogonia protect! I completely forgot. Theogonia is the GOAT. I mean, this is still kind of awkward, right? Like, I just attack over, get a direct hit in. That's what, 500? I'm 600 shy of lethal. Is there any possible way we can get lethal here? Tribute both, summon this, make another Theogonia. 500, yes, that is just lethal, right? Tribute 1, Tribute 2, summon this, summon out Prophet, activate Prophet. 1, and 2, 3, that'll do. You're playing versus insects, don't overthink it. It's really important, Toti, that we don't lose to insects, okay? It's really important. For my own sanity. We have to find the exact lethal line. Alright, Theo comes down. Activate Theo, bring back Cry. Go to battle, swing. Swing. And swing. Okay. We got there. We got there. It took everything we had, but we did it. We did it. Too late. Tomato's net cuts out right at the end. Has our net cut out? It doesn't look like it's cut out. Now I'm scared. No, it's fine. Alright, but that is going to be the end of today's stream. Oh, we should actually go raid How. How is streaming. We like raiding How. How's a really nice boy. Everyone should like How as well. But that is going to be us done for today. We had a good run. We had some really good games. We had some really mixed games because Compulsory Evacuation Device is a hell of a card. But we will be back again on Thursday. And I still haven't decided if we're doing the watch-along today. I am not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
GG. So we have Alaris and we have Britannia. That may be shutting down your... Oh, Britannia? Oh, yeah, true. That is true. That is very, very true.